Attention, attention. IPOB One Family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Yeah, Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom, kill it, come on, get up.
Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. No, no, no. Biafra will live forever. 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 Ogerugo manige tetanura. The lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Ogerugo maniga bandizu. What make us a giant of Africa? Adako chinti na hesugo. Mbogeru nisina nyama kweno. Hello Lisa Binigwe. Out of his wisdom, giving us somebody like Nnamdi Kanu for this our rescue mission. Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. Oh no, no. See you joke, our hero, how the fighting never stop. Nnamdi Kanu, but no phone will stop. He cannot stop. Biafra will live forever. Believe me now.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the Council of Despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Yeah, Mr. Bella once again.
Wisdom, kill it, come on.
Say Biafra will not last forever. They say happy up in no go stand. What did they know? What do they know? What do they see? What do they see? If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. If you give me a gun, I will shoot them aside. No.
Biafra will live forever. Oh yeah. 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 Biafra will live forever. Oh yeah.
Oge rugo mani ge tetanu.
Good afternoon, all Biafrans. Good afternoon, IPOB all over the world. Good afternoon, lovers of freedom. Good afternoon, friends and well-wishers of Biafra. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. This is live broadcast, live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1, live and direct on YouTube, live and direct on other social media platforms. Those who are complaining about that the broadcast is not streaming live on Twitter. Twitter, the program we use to stream this broadcast to Twitter is no longer available. The program, the application called Periscope. Periscope has suspended the live streaming route to Twitter. So we are going to figure out the best possible way or other available program to be able to go live as well on Twitter. That you are not seeing the broadcast on Twitter, it has nothing to do with either community standard or restrictions or anything like that. It is that the Periscope is no longer working with Twitter or offering their live broadcast services to Twitter. So for that reason, we are going to look for another alternative to connect the live broadcast to Twitter. And we will also be looking for another possibility to also connect this live broadcast to Instagram. But however, the most important, best and reliable way and channel to watch is through our own platform, the Enter Biafra Channel 1 or the enterbiafra.com. There are different channels. We have Channel 1, Channel 2, and Channel 3. And for those of you in Nigeria who cannot access the Enter Biafra, it is not just about broadcast. There are other news articles, informations, announcement coming from the enterbiafra.com. You can also access it by using VPN. Today, a lot of things has happened after the abduction of our leader. A lot of questions, a lot of people pointing fingers at different people a lot of accusations, and this is something that is actually bound to happen. When something like this happens, a lot of people will be accused, a lot of finger will be pointed at people, including those who are innocent and those who may be complicit, including those who may have knowledge about what transpired and what went wrong with our leader, and those who have no knowledge. A lot of fingers will be pointing at people. And of course, when these fingers are being pointed, those who are actually very conversant with the way the Nigeria government operates, those of us who know the propaganda of the government, terrorist government of Nigeria, and a lot of you will be expecting that we delve into the issue. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And that example, that is the reason why you see that most of us have not discussed in details these accusations, these suspicions, and those that are being suspected to have betrayed our leader. In this kind of situation, it is the primary responsibility of every genuine agitator to sit back, watch as the things unfold, make their own individual findings, make their own individual investigation, and whatever we are going to do must not jeopardize the investigation by our people, by our representatives, by our international organizations that are in solidarity with the IPOB, in solidarity with our leader. We do not need to go into a discussion that will jeopardize the chances of our leader. And that is why when some of you are saying all these things, why are IPOB leadership silent? Why are IPOB DOS silent? Why are everybody silent? Why is nobody talking? Why hasn't there been protests in Biafra land? Why hasn't this done that? Why are we not doing this and that? When you are in the right path, and especially God, the Spirit of God, and Elohim and Chukokika Biama, when the Spirit is with us and with you, the Spirit will always direct what to do. As the Spirit leads, I must commend the maturity displayed by those who are our e-warriors, by those who are supposed to have been on rampage physically in Biafra land. I must commend the maturity of our gallant men. I must commend the maturity of our commanders. I must commend the maturity of those who have the capacity to do something that will shock the world, but yet everybody is watching and nobody has done anything. I must commend your maturity, because what has happened from the IPOB family shows that we don't just act. We are not sheep without leader. It shows that everything that happens, we will wait for directions, and most of the direction will come from Elohim. And on that note, I have come today, this morning, this afternoon, and I will be ready to take any question and answer for the very first time on the issue that bothers you about our leader. Remember, it is not every question I'm going to answer, especially the one that has to do with the security and investigation, especially those that we are not supposed to make public, but those questions about the fingers, the illegal abduction, as most of you must have watched the statement from our lawyer, Barrister Ejiofor. And the reason I have come to start the campaign this morning is because Barrister Ejiofor, the representative, the legal representative of our leader and of the indigenous people of Biafra, has taken the lead. Now it has become imperative that most of the points he raised in that interactive section with Arrive TV, most of the very vital information he dished out to the public on his abduction, his health, the status, political prisoner as our leader is today. Awareness must be created and pressure must be given from diaspora. And on that note, those who have shared information and shared flyers about protest in Nigeria, there will be no protest in Biafra land. There will be no protest in Biafra land until further notice, until instruction is given. There will be no protest in Biafra land. Allow us who are in diaspora to take this protest to appropriate measure, appropriate authorities, appropriate quarters, and allow us not to disappoint our leader. Allow us to handle this disturbing time that we have. Allow us to address this to the best interest of our leader and to the best interest of Biafra. The reason why there may be no protest, the reason why there may be no protest in Biafra land at this point why there will be no protest in Biafra land is that we do not want to endanger the life of our people at this particular point. We do not want to endanger the life of Biafrans at this particular point. The protest will take place when the time is right and the appropriate time. That is not to say that protests will not be organized, but at this point, it is for the best interest of our people that there will be no protest in Biafra land. We are also having a very intelligent information. We have received an intelligent report that the Nigeria police, Nigeria army, and Fulani have completed their plan to start wearing Biafra uniform, to start wearing Biafra insignias, to start carrying Biafra flag, and start burning police station, military formations in Biafra land. Let it be on record that we have raised this alarm today, the 6th day of July 2021. We also know the modus operandi of the government of Nigeria, being led by the Sultan of Sokoto. We also know that this plan has been completed, and we are urging all Biafrans, if you happen to be close or living close to anywhere that you have police barracks, military barracks, police stations, and you see people coming to attack the place, please run for your safety. Run for your safety. Run for your safety. And run for your safety, as we know they will stop at nothing. Sorry. They will stop at nothing until they bring everybody to their knees. Now you have seen it. We are going to make this broadcast as very short, as simple as possible for easy circulation. There will be no protests in Biafra land. There will be no protest in Biafra land until further notice. We will want to secure the life of our young men and women as much as possible. We would want to secure the life of our people, as many as possible. Somebody say, Simon, don't say a danger, just say IPOB will announce when protests will be beginning in Biafra land. Thanks for good work. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when, whatever and however I say it. I want to tell everyone here, this is not the time for us, for me, for anybody to be politically correct. This is not the time for you to look for fault from Simon Ekpa. This is not the time for you to scrutinize the way I am presenting the broadcast. This is not the way and the time to scrutinize when I said me, or when I said we, or when I said IPOB. We are facing a very critical situation, and some of us, our legs, we are swept off the ground. So therefore, it doesn't matter how I presented it. It doesn't matter how I say it. It doesn't matter in which word, which way I presented it to you. What matters now is that we have to take responsibility. And that responsibility we are going to take first for the safe protection, best interest of our leader, who is now in the den of lions. We are going to take that responsibility for the best interest of Biafra people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remained the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Our collective interests as a group, as a movement, must be based on this particular command and control under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive and will lead this struggle from wherever he is, because a lot of people have done it in the past. For those who think that there is vacuum to begin to sabotage the struggle for Biafra, you have failed. For those who think that the physical absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give you the vacuum to begin to do your frivolous activities in sabotaging the struggle, that that young and brave man has built, sacrificing everything in his life. If you think the time has come for you to reap where you did not sow, you are very wrong. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will lead this struggle from wherever he is. And we will manage, protect, make sure that everything that is his wish in this struggle will be done and carried out until he is free. Remember, under international law, quest and struggle for self-determination is not a crime. Remember, under so many international instruments, of which Nigeria is signatory to, what they have done to our leader is a total breach of international law with impunity. Breach with impunity. And one of us have kept quiet that we are not discussing it is because a lot of informations, a lot of intelligence report gathering we need to have in our position. We wait patiently to have them. The reason why some of us have not been discussing Abida abduction is because Igbo people used to say, Onya marebe nilozu nesinokwu abozu. When you do not know, if you are not around when a corpse is buried, you will, when they ask you to exhume the corpse, you will begin from the leg to exhume it. I have to make something very clear. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have his modus operandi. The modus operandi of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is known to those who are very close and dear to him. And that modus operandi of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will not reveal to you. But one thing I have to tell some of you today, during the question and answer, I will be clarifying a lot of wrong information that has been on social media. There are so many questions to ask, and we will demand the answer at the appropriate time. Some of the questions, among other things, those who have knowledge of our leader's abduction in Kenya and refuse to raise the alarm. If you know yourself, you have a very serious question to answer to Biafra people. But like I said, most of the things we will be talking about now is to focus on the health of our leader, put pressure on the appropriate authority to make sure he receives medical treatment, inform the world that there will be consequences, inform the world the need for our leader to have medical treatment any day, any time needed. on the issue of protest. Biafrans all over the world, anywhere you are, all Biafran, all IPOB families all over the world. This is not the time for you to wait for somebody to tell you what to do. This is not the time for you to wait for command. This is not the time for you to wait for someone to speak to you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has impacted every wisdom. He has impacted everything to you. And it is time you stand up where you are and do the right thing. And the right thing is this. We are expecting every IPOB family members anywhere you are in the world. Those of you in the United States, those of you in the United Kingdom, those of you in Europe. Down on the 26th of this month, you are expected, those of the kingdom, you are expected to carry out a massive protest. A massive protest at the BBC. A massive protest at the 10 Downing Street. A massive protest in the front of the House of Commons. These three places, and possibly a massive protest in other media houses in the United Kingdom. If you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you love Biafra, the people in the United Kingdom, this is the right time to strike at the target. Where is the right protest? Massive protest must take place in 10 Downing Street at least 3 times before the hearing on the 26th. A massive protest, in addition to that, must take place 3 good times at the BBC before the 26th of this month. If you are in the United Kingdom, 3 massive protests must take place in the house, in the front of the House of Commons. And having said this, it is expected of the IPOB family in the United Kingdom to swing into action. Disregard me, disregard this messenger, and take the message. This is not time to start looking at small boy. It is time to take action. It is time to do the needful that you should be doing. It is time to follow this line of thought. It is time we wake up and take responsibility. It is time we will show our leader that in his absence, carry the cross. Those of you in the United States, those of you in the United States, we want to see you having a massive protest in front of CNN building. We want to see a massive protest in the United States in the front of CNN. Those of you in the US, organize yourself. We want to see 3 massive protests at the CNN office, whichever one you choose. We want to see massive protests in front of White House. We want to see massive protests in front of the Congress building. It doesn't matter any day you organize this protest, the time has come. The time has come for us to prove to the world that it is not just about talking. The time has come for us to prove to the world it is not just about sourcing for arms and ammunition to protect our land. The time has come for you to do something very, very extraordinary without costing you a dime. The time has come. We are going to besiege Fox News. The time has come. We will besiege Al Jazeera News. I want everybody to pay attention to this strategy. Every powerful news media house in the United States, we want to see protests in their front. We want to see massive protest. If it is one-day protest, organize it. From there, from Fox News, take the protest to CNN. From CNN, take the protest to Al Jazeera. From Al Jazeera, take the protest to CBS or CBS News. Take the protest to Sky News. And we want to see this protest taking place before the 26th of this month. And to our Yoruba people, our Yoruba brothers and sisters, you know, this is not about Biafra. This is not about Biafra. For all Yoruba nation, this is not about Biafra. It is about the survival of us. The survival of all of us. When they went after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and after that, they came after Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, that should show you and tell you a lot. It is not just about Biafra people. It is about you as well. So, on Sunday Igboho, they have demanded his arrest. The protest is also for Sunday Igboho. So we are expecting Yoruba nation, we are expecting Middle Belters, anywhere you are in the United Kingdom, in America, in Europe, to join this protest. We are expecting those who even believe in Nigeria, and you are from the southern Nigeria, you are expected to join the protest. If you think what is happening is not right, if you think that as I speak, children were abducted in Kaduna Hospital, the abductors have not been arrested. El Rufai came out to say that they are just business people. Children, innocent children. Gumi has been romancing himself with the bandits, terrorists, his wife. Nobody has arrested him. There is no bombardment in Kaduna Forest. There is no bombardment in Zamfara. There is no bombardment in Niger State. And look at what they do. They invaded Sunday Adeyemo house, killed people there, abducted 10 people. If you are one Nigeria and you are not happy, you are to join the protest. And if you are happy, may what happened to other people happen to you. That is the prayer. Every one of us, one time, has supported one Nigeria. Every one of us, at one particular point in time, supported one Nigeria, until we realize that we are in for a very deep shit. Before we realize, if something is not done, we will all be dead. And today, you can see it happening. Today, the Nigerian government want to suppress everybody. Any voice that rises against colonization of Nigeria, they will unleash terror on that voice. And if this is not telling you something, then you will never learn. Those of you in Europe, we want to see massive protests at France 24 building. We want to see massive protests in WTV. We want to see massive protests on Euro News. We want to see massive protests at the European Union. We want to see massive protests at Hague. Those of you who reside in those areas, we want to see everyone from the southern Nigeria to be part of this protest. Organize yourself, carry your Biafra flag, carry your poster having Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. Organize yourself, make sure that this protest take place 3 good times in different media houses. We want to see a massive protest at the European Parliament. We want to see, for those who reside where UN, United Nations, is located, we want to see massive protest in front of the UN building. Believe me, by so doing, you have done your part. Leave the rest for us. By so doing, follow this instruction, very simple instruction. We are not asking you to pay $10,000. We are not asking you to pay $5,000 on this particular issue. We are not asking you to pay anything. The only thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, Biafrans, Oduduwas, and those who have lost their life in this struggle demand from you is to just wake up and participate in this protest and leave the rest to us. We will never disappoint you. Just do as I say, do as we are instructing you now, and leave the rest for us. Those of you in Nigeria, you must not protest until further notice. Do not protest in Biafra land until further notice. Do not protest in Biafra land until further notice. Your protest in Biafra land may not yield the needed result. Allow those of us here, allow those of us in diaspora to do the protest on your behalf. And we are taking this protest to the authorities that matters. And they will hear us. This time around, they will hear us. And like I said, leave the protest of Biafra land or Nigeria to us. Don't go out to protest anything in Biafra land until further notice. We will do the protest for you. Remember, like I said, the intelligence report, the military Fulani want to put on a Biafra uniform flag and start bombing police station and government properties any moment from now, just to prove their point to the whole world. They are labeling IPOB terrorist organization. They are looking for evidence to justify their pronouncement. Let's spread this information, for the time ahead is evil. On this note, I am going to open the line, and I want you to ask your questions. Those things that bothers you, especially on the arrest of our leader, those that I'm going to answer, I will address it. The questions that meant to be answered yet, I will tell you straight away that this particular question is not yet addressed. And those that I feel is very, very relevant, and we have come to the time where we will address it, I'm going to answer you. So on this note, I'm going to post the link to join this program. There's the link posted already. Click on it. You don't need to show your face if you don't want. You don't need to show yourself if you don't want. Come and ask your question. Tell that thing that bothers you and what you feel we should do to go forward. Again, please, if you are watching this from Enter Biafra Channel 1, copy the link, share on your Facebook page. That's how it is done. Copy the link, click on copy, you copy the link, you share it, because at a point we may not be broadcasting any other place, any other platform except this our own platform. So please, Chidi, I'll be waiting for you to put on your cloth before I will bring you to the screen. Citizen AY, welcome aboard. Join me as well, Citizen AY. We need to create the awareness for this massive protest, and it is going to be joint protest of Oduduwa, Yoruba Nation, and Biafra, and those from southern Nigeria and the Middle Belt. Thank you, Chidi, and good afternoon from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother. The thing is, me speaking in English, I don't understand. My problem is with the whole outfit. You understand? Well, I can't say for sure what is actually happening, because you can't say where you are. When you don't know what is happening, you don't know what is happening. I'm so angry with all of us, my brother. I'm so angry, but I applaud you. I applaud you for what you're doing. You understand? More grace to your elbow. There's no disputing that. I don't understand what he went there to do. You understand? In my shoes, I wouldn't have gone there, but I don't know why he went there. You understand? I'm not in support of what happened to him. I don't like it, but I don't understand why, after so much, he knows the situation why we are in at the moment, and he decided to go there. You understand? I'm angry, my brother. Given the options, you understand? Given the options is to raid the whole of Biafra land. The whole of Biafra land, the whole military zone in Biafra land, to bring it down. That's for me, for sure. That's what I think. That's what I believe in. You understand? Action for action. When you have to react. But you guys are the guys that are up there. You understand? Administrative, how do I explain myself? You understand? You make the decisions over there. So we're following you guys. We're following your footsteps. We're waiting for you guys to say this is how we should do it. Man, I'm in Europe. You understand? I prefer going down there, you understand, to participate. You understand? Because here, the thing is getting out of hand. I don't understand anymore, my brother. I'm so myself. I'm so angry with the whole issue. You understand? This guy shouldn't be in there. Why is he in there? For what? Now nobody's saying anything about it. You understand? This is the time we should rise up. This is the time for us to react. Action, reaction, action, reaction. That's what we need to be doing. We need to wait for anything. You understand? We need to organize ourselves, strategize ourselves, you understand, and know how to surgically, that's what I'm saying, surgically strategize and hit the people where they're supposed to be hit, nothing more. You understand? Mr. Simon, I applaud you, and I applaud every IPOB member in this world, and I pray that you guys should stand strong. You understand? This is the time for us to stand strong. You understand? Biafra is at hand. The Fulanis have already destroyed Nigeria, but they don't know it. You understand? They think they can rule everybody with force. You can't do that. There are so many tribes in Nigeria. You understand? At the end of the day, they've lost the Middle Belt, And the Southerners are now coming together. If the Southerners can be able to come together with the middle behind us, there's nothing we cannot achieve in Nigeria. Look at all of us who are in Europe. What are we doing in Europe? Nothing. We are third-class citizens in Europe. Going back to Nigeria, we're third-class citizens. So we don't have a home. So the only way to do this is to tackle this thing. You understand? Pull it down, nothing more.
Thank you very much.
I've said my piece, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mazi Chidi. Noted. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's angry. Everybody's angry. But of course, we cannot continue to be angry. We have to look for solution and a way forward, and that's what we are doing. So your comment is noted. Thank you very much for that contribution. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'm going to bring you Osita Demma. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Osita, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. I can't hear you. Your network is bad. I can't hear Osita. Osita, please, can you come back? I can't hear you. Okay, Chuku, good afternoon from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me, please, Simon?
I can hear you. Welcome to the program.
Well, Simon, it's my first time calling your program, and I'm very happy to have gotten you. You are doing a great job, and other Biafrans as well. I heard when you were given the right directive, because we need to hit the street. I'm based in Ireland myself, and I will be flying to London, hopefully by God's grace, to join the protest. We need to hit the street. That is the right thing to do. The other thing I see that you said that home people shouldn't participate in it, and on that 26th, please, it is very important, because the eyes of the world will be where we are protesting here. On that 26th, I know that they might end up enjoying that case in order to play on us, but it is good for those in Nigeria, as to as well go to that court that day. Let people protest on that very premises, just carrying the placards, staying outside the court. It's very, very important. If they will kill people on that same day, let them do it as they normally do.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Okechukwu. That's why I said no protest in Biafra land until further notice. We are going to assess the situation. We are going to assess the situation as time goes by, and of course, subsequently we are going to inform our people if there is need to do that. So we have to assess the situation first. But believe me, the people that matters most now, the protest that matters most now, is the one we are talking about. We need to make sure that we invoke the spirit of Biafra on all media houses all over the world. This powerful media.
Exactly. And one idea I'm bringing up is it, because I'm an Irish citizen, for example, now for over 18 years. Imagine somebody coming to pick me up wherever I went to my vacation and then deport me to Nigeria without the consent of the Irish government. It doesn't work that way. Please, we should just ask questions from, especially the British Parliament or British government. Are we second-class citizens or what? Please, it should. Nnamdi Kanu is not a Nigerian. Have they not been a Nigerian? He shouldn't be in that Nigerian prison. He won't get a fair trial. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, somebody is, for example, suggesting, if possible, why can't ask them to sit at home? These are options that will be considered. We are, like I said, we are going to assess the situation, and you are going to hear from us at the appropriate time on what to do, especially those back home.
That's a good one. And the DOS, the Directorate of State, they need to be open, not just one of them. Please, this time we need to take. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much.
A good job.
Thank you very much.
I haven't been myself ever since this incident. I've not been myself. And we need to hit the street. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. The DOS probably are watching this program, and of course, I agree with you. The Directorate of State should be up and doing and updating people, updating Biafrans on what is going on, and let us continue to put the pressure and then also fight the propaganda war that the Nigerian government are bringing. The news media these days, they are parading a lot of fake people who claim to be ESM members, and they are giving all manner of frivolous statement and claims. So these are the things that we need to fight with everything in us. And it is also very, very worrisome that some people only bank on somebody say why DOS is not tweeting. Why? Well, I don't know why the DOS is not tweeting, but one thing is that, like I said, when this kind of thing happened, it was shock to almost everybody, especially those who do not have knowledge about this. So our leader have his modus operandi, and modus operandi is what I will not review to you how he handles some of these things and all that. So now, when you are not aware or when you have no knowledge, somebody like me, when I have no knowledge about something, what I have to do is to pipe low and get my facts, do my findings before speaking up. And I have been able to do that. And that's why I am having this program today and will be ready to answer some of the questions that are answerable. Now, Ozoma, good afternoon and welcome to the program. Uzoma, your screen is frozen. I can't hear you. And of course, you have to come back. Nonye, good afternoon and welcome to the program. Nonye, can you touch your mic? Touch your mic on the screen. Just touch the volume. Just touch it twice and it will open. Touch it. Where you see the mic sign, touch it. So unmute yourself. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you check? You can remove your earphone. You can unplug your earphone to see whether you can talk from there. Okay, what you do is that you close it and then click on the link again so that it will ask you to allow your speaker. You allow your speaker and allow your mic. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back. So do that and come back, please. Icebreaker, good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Master Simon.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. I'm very grateful for your good words. I have a question to ask. Why is the DOS keeping silent? They don't want to do much or put much pressure to show that they are there to represent the people. That's my first question. And the second question is, have they found out those either in the leadership or members of the IPOB who are involved in the snitching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because I know that this movement must be a secret movement that some few people in the leadership need to know. Then how did the whole thing leak that at the end of the day, the whole thing entered into the ears of the Nigerian government that made them to come for him? Or the Kenyan people or leadership, police to lay hand on him before calling the Nigerian government. So I want to know more about all these levels. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me get my pen so that I will be writing these questions, not to do mistake. Your first question was why are DOS
keeping quiet?
Why the DOS not talking?
Yeah. They're not putting any pressure, they're not taking any action, they're just like as if things are normal, while it's not.
Yeah, I have not been able to speak with the DOS, so I will not be answering the question to why the DOS is not active and talking. So I have not been able. I think this is just issue about communication. So if when I've been able to speak with the DOS, then I will be able to answer any question, you know, being directed at DOS. So at this point, I'm not in a position to answer a question to why DOS is not writing, because I have not spoken with the DOS. That's number one. Number two, the question is who are those who are believed to have betrayed our leader, right?
Yes.
Now, in that question, to answer that question, the question would be, who are those who have knowledge about the travel of our leader, and those who have knowledge and was communicating with him while he embarked on this trip to have this meeting, and then all of a sudden the communication stopped, that he did not communicate with them again, and they stayed for the very first day, the second day, the third day, and they didn't raise the alarm within the hierarchy of IPOB, or at least to raise the alarm to those who can give pressure to know whether something has gone wrong with our leader. These are the people that have questions to answer.
Yes.
So anybody within IPOB that have knowledge, even if the person has no skeleton in his or her cupboard, but have the knowledge that our leader was traveling to Kenya, and have the knowledge that he had landed in Kenya and communicated with them, and all of a sudden there is no communication anymore, that person have a question to answer. Those group of people have a question to answer to us. But the point here is that we are coming to that. That is not the biggest issue now. We are coming to that. And that is why I have deemed it fit to start this broadcast and begin to discuss and answer and take question on this particular issue. So all those people that know that he was arrested in Kenya and kept quiet, because if somebody like me know that our leader was abducted in Kenya, believe me, he will not go to Nigeria. If so many people, Biafra people in Kenya, know that our leader was abducted in Kenya, we would have done something that will shock the world.
Yes.
Nigeria would be the last place any criminal group, any police or anything would take our leader to, because he was not wanted by any Interpol. He was not wanted by any security agency anywhere in the world, except in Nigeria, in a terrorist country called Nigeria.
Yes.
So those who allowed him to stay in Kenya for the next day without having communicated with him,
and they keep quiet,
have a very big question to answer.
So we are perceiving a kind of leadership failure in this cadre. So the leadership of IPOB are not up and doing. Even up till now, they have never even corrected their mistakes. They are still keeping quiet up till now without doing much. We thought that after realizing their mistakes, that they are going to come up with a new strategy, not a strategy of tomorrow, but a quick strategy to shake the whole world, that the whole world might know, even those who never know before. This is an opportunity to advertise Mazen Nandokano to people who never know him to know him.
My brother Icebreaker, where are you? Where are you located? Which country?
In Holland.
In Holland. Now, the time for you to participate and do your part is here. When you are saying the leadership of IPOB, it is time for them to market Mazen Nandokano to the world. You have to be part of it. If you are in Holland, you do not need to be part of IPOB. Make contact to your friends who live in Holland. And you people should know where to organize your own protest. To make sure you go to the major media house and protest there. That is the part you are going to play.
We are going to start that very soon.
This is not the time to say DOS or IPOB blame. We are not blaming anybody here. We are going to handle that issue and handle it very amicably. For those who say it is not time to talk, it is time to talk, especially on the strategies we are going to put in place and the way forward. It is time to talk. It is time for people to ask questions that are bothering them and get a very positive or somehow mind calming down answer that is not a propaganda answer that the people needed to know. There are a lot of fallacies flying all over the internet. You know, it is time we begin to address those things and ask relevant and proper questions that we may not have the answer to now. So thank you. This protest,
thank you, brother.
wherever you are.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're going to thank you, my brother. God bless you.
The next person is Chioma. Chioma, good afternoon and welcome to the program. Good afternoon, Chioma, and welcome to the program. Chioma is not talking. Please, can you check your system to know whether your mic is functional? We're going to take you out and come back, please. Osaka, good afternoon and welcome to the program. You cannot wait all this while and I cannot hear your voice. So can you press on your distance, press your mic or mute yourself. When you look at the screen, of your phone, you are going to see the mic. Just click on that mic, point on it maybe to unmute yourself. I still cannot hear you. I still cannot hear you. I still cannot hear you. Please, can you come back? Can you come back? Yeah, you can go off and come back. I will bring you in. All right. Now, Nonye, again, hopefully your system is working this time. Finally.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you very loud and clear.
Good. Okay, please tell that guy to touch his settings. That's what I just did.
Okay.
From his settings, he should click on the iPhone or whichever phone he's using. He should use that part, then he will sort it out. Okay, right. I am Nonya. I'm calling from South Africa. Currently, we are on lockdown. They gave us 14 days lockdown because of this coronavirus thing.
I'm aware of that.
Okay. My heart is so sore. I'm so bitter. I'm so angry that we can't even do anything now. And I want to ask you this question. Are they actually taking care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are they attending to his health? That's a very important part. Are they attending to his health? Nobody is giving us update about that part. That part is very, very important. I don't know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know what is wrong with me. It's like he is my father, like my blood brother, that I can kill anybody because of him. I don't know how I feel about that, but please, I want you guys to know whatever you want to do to him to make sure that his health is very, very important. Nothing should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nothing should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am a mother of two. They can even kill me. Let him stay alive to realize Biafra. My father went to Biafran war and he came out of it. And he is a part of Biafra in America. He is saying that anything, you see, I don't know how to really explain these things, but my heart is so sore and I am bitter. And secondly, our brothers, our families over there in Nigeria, I am begging you, I'm seeing a lot of messages people are writing about protest and all that. Don't forget, these people, whenever there is any protest, they might kill up to 10 or 15 or 20 people as much as they can, and no news is carrying it. All the news outlets in Nigeria, all of them are for the Fulani headsmen. All of them are for the Buhari regime. So all of you that are fighting, let's go for protest now. It's too very early for you to start crying and saying, oh, let's go for protest. They are out for our blood. They are out to kill us. Please, you guys should just calm down a little bit. Let us see how it goes. And the people that are in charge for now, please, you people should try to see what we can do. This protest thing, if possible, I wish we are not even on lockdown. This protest thing, we just have to do like every single week. We can go until his court date. All of us need to do this thing. Where all Biafrans all over the world. You don't have to be an IPOB member. For those of you evil ones that think you will come to this broadcast to come and start sabotaging us, to come and listen and then go and give your Fulani people, I say woe unto you. All of you saboteurs that are listening to me and listening to Mazi, Simon Iba, and listening to every other one of us. Look at me clearly. I am not scared of your fucking face. I am not scared of you. People can come, kidnap me, kill me. I am ready to die for this cause. Okay? I don't care how you guys feel, but continue. All your generations will be wiped out by the grace of God if people don't focus and know what you want in life. We are all fighting for one cause. We are all fighting for the betterment of Umuafu Igbo. We are all fighting. Can you see the way that they treat us in all the countries? A lot of us don't even have permits. They take us as a second class, third class, fourth class. Even they don't even regard us. How many of you can come out and beat your chest that you are being loved in the country where you are? The way they just disperse us, we cannot even feel comfortable to stay in our home. I need a watch also because of bad economy, because of bad governance. So I am begging you, let all of us be reasonable enough to calm down and strategize to know how we can be able to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that wonderful position you took there. I greet you as you join us from South Africa. For those somebody who commented that Interpol, what did he say? That Interpol is a country or whatever, is a police force, whatever. This man who called himself Chris. The point is that you cannot talk about Interpol. Interpol are meant to arrest those cross-border crime and stuff like that. When the nation, if you are wanted by a nation, they can place you on wanted list in Interpol, so that if you are crossing the border, you will be taking it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not wanted by Interpol. Have that at the back of your mind. No Interpol anywhere in the world placed him on wanted list. If you are on wanted list of Interpol, it means that Interpol in America will arrest you. Interpol in Singapore will arrest you. Interpol in Israel will arrest you. Interpol in the United Kingdom will arrest you. Interpol in Germany will arrest you. Interpol. So when you are Interpol, it is, doesn't mean it is not only that when you go to Africa, the Interpol will take you in Africa. No. So he was not wanted by Interpol. So those of you ascribing this whole thing to Interpol, you are not doing yourself good. Of course, we know some of you are not even a human being. Most of you are fathered by Janjaweed nomadic people who their brain are from the urine of cow. So it is quite understandable when you begin to talk about Interpol. We have said this several times. There is no Interpol anywhere. Interpol is not involved in this. There is nothing like Interpol here. So I don't know why some people are saying Interpol. When are you going to learn about that? There is no Interpol here. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Simon, I'm Sterling Job as ever, my brother. I'm with you 100%. The first thing I will say is just very much like within us in Yoruba land, where we've had this issue with Igboho being somebody getting into his house trying to arrest him. There is something somewhere that needs to be addressed, that system. Within Yoruba land, we know for a fact that the police and the army would not have been able to get in that house without certain people giving certain information out. And believe you me, certain things have been done to address that situation. Likely, I don't quite understand how it is that Nnamdi Kanu would be somewhere in that area and being arrested. And all of that. That being said, I agree with what you're saying 100%. Interpol is not involved in this at all. This is something that been engineered by that fraudulent ganja with that terrorist government. The terrorist government, there's a picture of Gumi giving money to terrorists, walking around. He's got police protection. Gumi has got police, hear me, he has got police protection. You know when you see the president going in his car, in his motorcade, they've got men running on the side of his car. Gumi has got the same protection. What does that tell you? This is a fraud. The illegal abduction, and we call it abduction, of Nnamdi Kanu is something on record that everybody should be talking about, saying that this is an abduction, and we need to be calling the entire world to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is promptly released, because there is no basis upon which this terrorist government, this terrorist Fulani Janjaweed government, and I say it, I am sick and tired of us being quiet in the face of this injustice. They've done this to our great grandfathers, our ancestors, our fathers, and now they try to do it to us. We, the youth, now we say no. So I stand 100% with IPOB. I stand 100% with Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm glad you are doing the assessment of things now. The time will come. You have to, when everything is done, there are certain things that I'm sure you guys will put in place to make sure this never happens again. And I'm sure this is making everybody understand when they can ignore, when this government can completely look the other way. Gumi and his men, look, they've gone to schools again to abduct people. They've gone to hospitals, abduct people, and government is not prescribing. They're not prescribing Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani terrorists, or Mietiala. So we have every justification to do that contraption. I am only going to state that we are with Nnamdi Kanu 100%, and I know that you guys are doing everything you can within with the lawyers and to make sure that his health and safety, is of prime priority, and you are making sure that you have the up to date idea of what is happening in that area. So because he needs to be safe, he must be safe. This guy, Nnamdi Kanu, he's been saying to many of us, look, but for Nnamdi Kanu, many of us who are now in the Yoruba agitation, who are calling for a dismantling the contract in Nigeria, we would not have known half of what was going on. Nnamdi Kanu has been telling us now for years about everything that is happening now. He's been telling us all of this. So for that, I am extremely grateful. I am a passionate supporter of IPOB. I am a supporter of the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody is perfect. Before people come and start saying this and that, nobody is perfect. What Nnamdi Kanu is giving his life. I listened to him, he said, look, this is not about me. It's about the coming generation. And I want to make sure that the coming generation, that they never, ever experience what our ancestors, what my fathers and everybody else experienced. I want them to have their own place, safe and secure in their own land. So for me, there is no question. There is no question. We need to press forward. I am all 100% for the protest that is being planned between Biafra and Yoruba land. We need to go forward. We need to speak up. We need to now. If you are still on this planet and in this world, and you are Yoruba man and you are Biafran and you are not part of this struggle, I beg, you are raining curses on your coming generation. Did you hear me? If you are a Yoruba man or a Biafran or a Middle Belt and you are not joining this struggle, you are raining curses on your coming generation. You need to draw whatever it takes, whatever skill you have, start putting it to use now. Talk to friends. You heard Simon say it. Go and talk to your friends. Get involved. This is not the time for us to stand still. And we need to be watching what is happening with Simon and with Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that he's getting the health attention he needs. We know that in that godforsaken contraption called Nigeria, which we are going to dismantle whether they like it or not. There is no adequate medical health care. But what we do want to know is to make sure that there are doctors, qualified doctors, who will be around him, making sure, because this is an illegal arrest, and in fact, it's an abduction. It's an abduction. So Simon, I thank you for what you're doing here. This is what they call leadership. When you are assessing a situation and you're thinking, right, there's nobody saying anything, so you come up and bring a group of people together and you say, right, okay, here's what we found out so far. What are the next steps? What are we thinking of? So I'm with you. I'm going to stop here for now. If you want to ask me some questions, do. Let you know, please. I'm here. Thank you very much, Simon.
Thank you very much, AY. Please, the only thing we need. Yes, I can hear you. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Citizen AY, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Right.
All right.
I can hear you. Yes.
All right. So what I'm trying to say,
I can hear you.
Good. What I'm trying to say is that you have to begin now to create awareness. It will be made public. We want to see the collaboration in the United Kingdom, especially on this protest. This protest will be as many times as possible. We want it to be on the BBC, at the BBC house. We want a massive protest at the front of BBC. Massive one.
BBC.
The one that they will sit in their offices and they will be compelled to come down and be videoing you guys. That's what we want to see. We want to see the picture of Sunday Adeyemo Igboho on the poster. We want to see the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in handcuff on the poster. We want to see those pictures of the people that have chopped off their heads and all that. We want to see Yoruba Nation and Biafra, very big, massive protest. BBC, 10 Downing Street, the House of Commons, in front of House of Commons. We want to see it, organize it. Let there be several days. It may not be straight days because of the work of the people. People have to go to work and all that. But let us have it at least either twice in BBC, twice in BBC, twice in 10 Downing Street, twice in House of Commons before the 26th of this month. It is going to go a long way. We want to see that happening everywhere in the world. So, Citizen AY, please, to your program, make sure you push it to the public. Give the necessary advertisement and awareness, and let Yoruba Nation come out and talk for people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Listen, I'll let somebody else come on. Definitely, we'll talk some more, behind the scenes, obviously. But
yes,
I'm going to get on it straight away. Okay? Thank you so much. Listen, I stand with Nnamdi Kanu. I stand with Sunday Igboho. None of them. They are freedom fighters. They're fighting for their people, and we must all stand with Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. And nobody, the government has no right to place Sunday Igboho under any arrest. He has done nothing wrong, and no right to abduct Nnamdi Kanu, none whatsoever. So we stand with them, but we will carry on. Thank you so much, Simon, and keep up the good work. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Nation now. All hail Biafra nation now. Yes.
And we'll do one nation too. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. Igwe, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam. Good afternoon, Mr. Sam. I'm highly impressed to be here today and to participate in this program. Meanwhile,
you're welcome.
I have come across in media. Where the father of liar, being Lai Mohammed, who have been the supreme liar, have committed so many things in regards to our leader, Mazi Kalu, saying how he's living a luxury life. I must tell you, Mazi Kalu is somebody I know too well. I know I know where his school. Mazi Kalu have not built he doesn't have his own house in their compound. He's someone who devotes himself to sacrifice himself for his people. Unlike other agitators who used to build houses in many places, acquire wealth. I have watched many programs, Mazi Kalu, where the same suit up to 3 times, signifying that he has nothing to offer. He has nothing about himself. Even clothes he was wearing, which we are being used to rate his lifestyle and everything. That clothes is not expensive to compare to the kind of clothes he's supposed to wear. It's one of the clothes that is even cheap in the market. So, and he's somebody that people can be offering him a lot. I have heard him saying that he don't like to collect car from people or those things, that he used to pay him that his people are dying, and here people are offering him something that doesn't like all those things. That he doesn't like taking those things. So what am I saying? What I'm saying in the sense that if there is those ones, not just to flatter him in the eyes of people, for people to have a biased mind over this man that volunteered himself, not a good job. They are just wasting their time, honestly, because it's just only morons that will take you from them. The wise ones know what this man is pursuing, and there's nothing that you can do to bias their mind. Someone like me, I'm not that kind of person that used to put eyes in all this kind of agitation that is going on, because I know the time of Waziri and so on have come out to do something like that. I know where it ended, but this man changed the narrative sense in me. I was thinking that I see something, a grand picture of what is all about, that gives me the motivation to say, this man is something else. It's something that people need to pay attention to, listen to. You know, Nigeria is not a country whereby we know all these politicians. We know what they can do. You know what they can do. And so someone like Lai Mohammed, who died, asks a question, Father, they call you Liar Mohammed. That should show you that this man has been, even the grandchild will be the supreme liar at times, because it's something that used to go in bloodstream. There is already tattooed in him as a liar. So we shouldn't take it that serious. So what I'm saying is, whatever they are doing in order to jeopardize, they are just wasting time. You have said it, if God is for me, no one can be against me. So in the sense of what to do and the strategic things to do in order to fight this thing, and yes, it's very, very important. And you know, now it's not both hands. Because the people we are dealing with, they are not people that are reasoning like human beings, especially the Fulani people. They are people that they don't reason, they always reason straight. They don't reason sideways too.
Thank you very much.
They don't know the implication of what this may lead to. We should be ahead of them. We should be ahead of them.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Tackle them all around.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that wonderful position there. We appreciate that. We all know that the lies of this Lai Mohammed is not all his lies we go and address. There are those ones that sound very stupid that you don't necessarily go to and dignified. So Lucas Anuforo, welcome to the program. Good afternoon, good morning from here. Lucas. Hello. He's not talking. All right. Mr. Soe. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Simon.
Yes, welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. I say before you even brought me online now, I was nearly, how do I say, speechless, confused all over again.
Yeah.
So, I just want to tell you, brother, sometimes you have to be patient with some of us that may at this period begin to even ask irrelevant questions, because honestly, this is like a stun grenade. You know, when you go already throw a stun grenade, it doesn't injure, but the sound deafens and everybody is stunned. That's why it's called stun grenade. What they just did, honestly, I'm still stunned. I'm still stunned. That is why initially, me myself, I was asking, what is he doing in Kenya? What is he doing? But in less than like few hours, I begin to talk to myself too. Nobody talking to me now. I begin to talk to myself that he cannot sit behind a microphone to actualize all his aspiration. I begin to reason to myself. He got to move around. He got to see important people. He got to make contact also. So I begin to calm myself down. But I was not calmed enough to go and sit for an exam the next day. I know I couldn't go to answer question. I have only 2 chances, but I let that one go. I know I will pass to the next one because I was stunned, honestly. I was stunned. Mr. Simon, please, about the protest in the UK too, I know everybody is doing everything within what they deem fit, and there are people in position, even though not everything people will tell us, but the protest in London, I believe, also is very, very important because we have to push the House of Commons to ask the people authority questions if they were contacted by Kenya, because I don't believe Kenya have that balls to send somebody with British passport, a British citizen to Nigeria without first contacting Britain. So that is why that question, that is a pertinent question that we want to be heard, asked in the House of Commons. Were you contacted, and did you give the authority to Kenya to extradite or kidnap a British citizen? Heads have to roll. And the strength of the protest in Britain is going to do that. It's going to make questions be asked in the right places, and all of that things people are doing. And secondly, about the DOS, of course, I know everybody doing what they can now. But if they shared a link, a Twitter link to us in the speech, and we go there every day to click to see if there's anything, and the whole 2 days we don't see anything, we have the right to get worried. It doesn't mean they are not doing anything. If it's just I stand with Mazikanu alone, just simple tweet, that page cannot be blank for 2 days in these circumstances. I have a lot to say, but I'm still stoned. I'm still stoned. And any protest that's going to be organized on this part, I have a very flexible work hours. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. That one I promise. Because if we have been listening to Mazikanu so long, by this time we have to understand that Mazikanu's message is not for him. It's bigger than him. It's for us. It's for our salvation. And if I stand in my room now, I'll be watching computer, seeing what people are doing without participating. Mean I have not understood this message. So any protest that's going to be done anywhere I am going to be in the front of that one is sure. If the one I have to drive 3, 4, 5 hours, I can drive.
Great. Good to hear that. Everybody remember that everybody have the very vital role to play, especially in dissemination of information, in informing other people, because the task has been given to the IPOB family and the One Nation, Yoruba Nation family in the United Kingdom. They are going to organize this protest. They are going to do it on their own. But the point here is that there must be several massive protests.
Yes, very important.
Yes, at least 2 massive protests at the BBC, 2 massive protests at the House of Commons, 2 massive protests at 10 Downing Street, and then every other places that people speak about these 3 places. Very, very important.
But, I agree with that. I agree with that. Thank you very much, Simon. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, Chijioke, good afternoon and welcome to the program. Nobody is asking question again. I was expecting people to come in and ask question because a lot of speculation, a lot of speculation, comment all over social media, and we want it to stop. All those speculative and assumption decisions or comments to stop. We want to focus on what is going on, the health of our leader, and that is a prisoner in Nigeria, and must be released and sent back to where he come from. So I'm expecting people to ask those questions that bothers them, especially the one that I have not addressed in course of this broadcast. So Chijoke, welcome to the program.
Hello, Master Simon.
Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon, Master Simon. I want to thank you for your efforts in this struggle, and I want to encourage you. I heard the day you had a conversation with our leader, Mazen Nandekano, and he urged you to continue in good spirit, which you have maintained at this point, up to this point. So that is great. I want to really assure you that Biafrans are all in support of what you are doing, and we are all in support of what you are doing, and you are doing a great job. And I wish to also pray on behalf of our leader who is in incarceration now for his adoption. I know that he is in great spirit, despite whatever report we are getting regarding his health condition. We know that God is with him and he will come out of this. And also, Biafrans, though we might have, sabotage or whatever in any form, but I believe the good people in our midst will outlive the demons and the saboteurs in our midst. We shall all live to see Biafra. So thank you very much, Mr. Simon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And those who have been calling my attention for many days now to block someone called Cres Indica or something. I believe Cres Indica has been blocked. If he's commenting again, please call my attention. It has been blocked. I don't think he should comment again. But if I've given him a timeout, but if he continue, please let me know so I will remove him completely from this channel. All right, Mr. Ifani, Maz Ifani, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon on your side and good morning. And on our side here, I think we have a few minutes to enter afternoon here in the UK.
I remember I spoke with you last time. And
I said I was a new convert.
You was a new convert. And unfortunately, you came into the struggle when everything is not balanced.
Oh, no,
I'm going to give up the expectation to you.
I actually believe I came in at the best time.
Good. I like that.
Because I came in at the best time, and I think is the time. This is a time when, like I said the last time I spoke to you on your program, I said there is a momentum now that is very difficult, that will be very difficult to curtail.
Yes.
There's a momentum now that is unlike anything I've seen. I'm 40 years old, and unlike anything I've seen in my 40 years, I've seen quite a few, quite a few. But unlike anything I've seen, this is different and it feels different. And like I said to everyone, and who was watching that day, I said, don't think you cannot do anything. There's always something you can do. And I heard one man here today saying, even if it's a tweet, tweet it once a day. And I have myself, like everyone who has talked here today, been beaten down by the news of, of our leader being degraded in this manner, and disrespected in this manner, disrespected beyond, it's disrespect, to his dignity as an ordinary human being, not even as the leader of IPOB, as an ordinary human being. He did not deserve that sort of degrading. He didn't deserve it. And I think what they're getting wrong in Nigeria is that in the past, what they've done is get the leader of the movement and it quietly dies down.
Yes.
But they don't understand that this is a different time. So even if they kill MNK, which we know they won't, because right now they're on the spotlight. In fact, arresting him, not even arrest, kidnapping him the way they did has put them on the spotlight because they can't kill him. And in fact, they are now under pressure to treat him well. So they will hide him if they want to torture him. They will do it. They won't do it with impunity because they are on the spot now, you know. But this cry won't go away because we will continue to put the pressure, and that pressure will never stop. We will continue to put that pressure. So I thank you again, Mazi Epa. I thank you for continuing to put the pressure. We, like I said here, I'm already embarking on a few projects here with a few people that in a way we can support. We're going to put out content. I think we created Biafra and March on Twitter. I think we followed you, so I'm sure you might have seen that. You know, that's coming on. You know, we're looking to join that protest in London and create more around the UK. We will create more awareness here in the UK. We will protest, take it to BBC headquarters in Salford. We will take it to the UK High Commission in London and to Nigerian High Commission in London. We will take it to Parliament. We will take it to Scotland, Holyrood. We will take it round the country. We will put the pressure on. We will continue to raise the awareness so that people here will see, and people will see the injustice that the Nigerian state is doing against our people. And not just our people, but, you know, the Oduduwa people as well. You know, so I thank you again. I just wanted to come out this morning to let you know that, you know, I know we spoke the last time. Looking, and even my little boy is angry with Buhari, so you can hear him in the background. But you know, what's saying is thank you for this. You know, I just want people, one last point that I've noticed, because I look at things critically. Sorry.
Right. If you can attend to.
I'm sorry, I had to come back. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
They're very important.
So, I said, you know, there is one thing that I've noticed. It is. I saw an article this morning that somehow Imo State now has 43 oil wells recovered from Rivers State. That is desperation of the highest order from the zoo. That's another divide and conquer technique. Another divide and conquer technique they're trying to use. And they will never get tired of these things. They will continue to try different schemes, you know. But there is a momentum building going on now in our quest for a referendum for self-determination. There's a momentum that cannot be quelled.
Yes.
The genie is out of the bottle, and we will continue to support you and everyone else in the little way we can, you know, as long as this struggle remains. So thank you for having me.
Thank you very
much. So much, and I hope to speak to you again.
Yes, I remember, you know, to be part of the protest when it will happen.
Oh, absolutely. I will be there. Not just, I will be there for people to watch out to see me. I will be there flying both Biafran and Scottish flag.
Yes.
Because the Biafran cause is exactly the same cause that the Scottish people want today. They've had one already. They've had one in 2014, a referendum. They want another one. Nobody is shooting them. Nobody is killing them.
Exactly.
Nobody is demonizing them. Nobody is calling them secessionists.
Yes.
They're called Scottish National Party. They actually have a political party to air their views. And they win elections. They run on the manifesto for pushing for referendum. And they win. And then the overall UK government denies them the referendum, but they don't get shot and killed in the streets. So we will be in that march, flying the Scottish flag and Biafran flag and Brexit flag, so that the people in this country, in the UK, understand that the right they had to leave the EU is the same right that the British people, that Biafran people have to leave Nigeria. The right the Scottish people have to ask for a referendum, to ask for a free and fair referendum, and not get persecuted for it, and not called secessionists and all sorts of derogatory and innuendo that make us look like we are the aggressors, while all we're asking for is the right to self-determination. You know, so all of that we will continue to put the pressure, and we will be there on the 26th, and we will organize more in the future. Every day he's in court, we'll be out there. Every day he's in court, we'll be out, unless they hide the court dates, which they can't, because they are in the spotlight now.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you
so much for what you're doing. We are supporting you. You will see some of the work we are doing coming through, supporting you, supporting everybody who is a lover of freedom, who is asking for a peaceful referendum. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to bring you most favor. Good afternoon from here.
My brother, Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to Biafra friends and Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Mosfev. I'm calling from Netherlands. Mazi, I thank you for the good work you're doing for our nation, Biafra. Chukwa Biama will bless you. And in your own time and in time of the candidate great, Biafra shall be restored. He said.
Amen. He said.
My contribution now is, because I don't want to be among those that are pointing fingers and accusing people, because the only thing we need now is to do whatever we need to get our leader out of that very dungeon, and also to do whatever we need as our leader is coming out, is coming with Biafra flag and sovereignty. So, and these are my own recommendations. I've called you in private, we've talked in private, but I also want to make this in public. Mazi, what we need to do, our leader always said that there is a method in our madness. He said that often. And I want IPOB and lovers of freedom all over the world to really interpret that word in reality now. And these are the recommendations I'm giving in that regard. Mazi, we need to do a protest that will force all the world media to intervene and ask us what is happening. And how can we do that? Mazi, we in Europe, we need to organize a massive protest. We can just choose a date, do a good publicity on that, and Mazi, you will be there, because you are a great lion of this very struggle. We need to pick a date. All the Biafrans in Europe here. If it's in Geneva, we are going, United Nations, Mazi will go there. Person like me, I will sleep on that very place. I will be there. It's better let the Switzerland police come and be acting and arrest us. We need to occupy whichever place will be the venue of that very protest. It's not a protest of 10 people, 20 people. We need to turn out a number and be there and be so determined and show these people how determined we are to get Biafra. That is number one. And also in UK, our family in UK, they are doing great. Since Wednesday last week, they've been protesting every day. But we need to put more fire by helping them in media to publicize it. We need to occupy that number 10 Downing Street and BBC office, even Al Jazeera. This protest is the only thing that can help us at this very point in time. It's not about asking questions. It's not about doing any other thing. Protest is the major factor. If our people understand that protest will be the key in restoration of Biafra land and release of our leader, everybody should join this. Second thing is this. Those in Biafran land, I'm not asking them to protest, but to be honest to you, Maaziepa, the only thing that will cripple the zoo to their nail is all these oil wells and all these pipelines. They are all in Biafran land. If we don't break those pipelines, once oil and gas continue to flow, they will still be using the money coming out from that oil and gas to fight us and to lobby world. But when we start...
Oh, we lost him. We lost him. Osaka, welcome again to the program. Again, you are not talking. Oh my God. Can you go to the setting? Can you go to the setting and check that and check that your mic is working very well. Go to the setting, please. Go to the setting. Go to the setting, please. Go to the setting. It's not working. Oh my goodness. Try again. Believe me, try again. We love you. We love you too. All right. Mr. Chimes here. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Simon Ekpa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, Simon Ekpa, for having me in your program today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yes, I'm at this moment in Holland, and I've been living here for 20 years. I want to bring to our attention some certain things that have been disturbing me about the adoption of our leader. And I must have to thank God for having somebody like you in this position, because it would have been a difficult thing for us, assuming there is no Simon Ekpa and the DOS, they are behaving in this way. No matter what the situation is, they are the only position that should have been able to talk to Biafrans at this moment. Once they have done that, once they forget to do that, they have failed all Biafrans. That's my point now. We must not forget it. This is the time we need leadership. And if the DOS cannot take the leadership, they have failed Biafrans. So there are things I want to touch. I'm on my break anyway, so I wrote some things down with paper, so I shouldn't forget anything at all.
Go ahead.
Number one, there are things happening in the position of authority between IPOB, within IPOB. When you talk of the national coordinators, you talk of the principal officers. There are things I notice about them, and maybe this thing is coming from the head, and so it will spread to every one of them. What I notice about them is too much secrecy. There is too much secrecy. I am a Biafran. I'm a core Biafran. I don't hide my face. I know what I'm fighting for. You know, the life we are living should be better. There's everything that Nigeria should be better, but Nigeria refuses to be better. So why are they holding us captive not to go? So let me come back to my point. The national coordinators, they are hiding a lot of things. Maybe they don't know, but they should be man enough to tell we that are making this movement to be going that we don't have any information about this. But not to tell me it's a secret. It's a secret. We don't have to expose it. What are you telling me you don't have to expose when they are holding our leader? There's no more secrecy in this thing now. So anybody that is saying see or no secrecy, the person is behind. That is number one. Number two, I want to make it clear and raise it as a point that before we put anybody in position in this our struggle, we must monitor, we must check the history of that person. We must go even back to 10 years ago and look at what they are posting. We must be able to do some research about somebody. In Europe here, before they give you position, they must check you. They can't just put you in a position because you are a friend of Simon Ekpa. Then Simon Ekpa will accept you to come and be holding his program when he's not around. No, Simon Ekpa and you are not the same. Simon Ekpa might have another thing that pushes him to support Biafra, but you don't support that. And that is the problem we are having today. I think we are easy in putting people in position in this our struggle. There are a lot of people that are in this our struggle that are not supposed to be there. And there's something you raised, Simon, but there's an issue you raised that I want you to touch more. You say there were people that were in contact with our leader whilst he was in Kenya. And this is a very good point you raised there. So why are we not saying that our leader went there on his own? No, he didn't went there on his own. If there are people that were aware that he was there, and those people kept quiet, then what are we talking about? These are the people that sold him out. It's very simple. And we have to say the things the way it is. So finally, I want to say that all these people that are working at the DOS, who are those people? How many are there? We need to know their names. This is not the time to be doing things. This is my face. I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding anywhere. We need to know the faces of those people working at the DOS. And if those people if you cannot know their faces, this is a time for vote of no confidence. This is not, the town will not be happy for what is happening now. So time on up, I must have to hang on here. And then we are having our meeting this weekend in Holland to arrange how our protest will kick off here. So you have to count on us. We have a lot of people here in Holland that are willing to do things, you know, even members and non-members. And it's gonna be hot in Holland here, starting from next week. So thank you very much, and may Chukwu Okike Abiyama strengthen you, Simon Ekpa, for standing in the gap, because this is the time to know who belongs to you. God will reward you for what you are doing now. Thank you, and don't forget to address that question I asked you. Those people are the DOS, and this thing about people knowing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was in Kenya. Who are those people? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. First of all, I want you to stay around. First of all, before I go into making comment on your questions, you can see we are just receiving some reports that the Southern governors ban DSS, Army, other security operatives from making arrests in the region without permission. If this is true, we are heading to the right direction. This is what we have been expecting them to be doing, but it is rather coming late. It is not now that they have ravaged our land with bombs, explosives, AK-47, and the blood of our people are flowing the streets of southern Nigeria. They are coming late to make this decision, but at least we want to see compliance in this particular pronouncement from the southern governors. Let it not just be because our leader is now in their net and they are coming now to make this kind of bogus pronouncement. We need to see action. It is time the division of Nigeria has started. And every security operative from the southern Nigeria must see to total compliance of this particular resolution passed by the Southern Governors Forum today. And like I said, I hope and I wish that this news is genuine. So my brother, coming to your question, you said who are those who have knowledge about our leader travel and about the DOS. I have made a comment. I don't know whether you were watching. I don't know when you started the program. I said the issue of DOS, I am not in position to answer any question directed at DOS. I have never spoken. I have not spoken with the DOS. I have not shared thoughts and ideas with the DOS. So I am not in position to answer on behalf of the DOS what information they have or their knowledge about the trip of our leader. I also did not make clear here who are those who have knowledge about the trip to Kenya or the meeting that he's supposed to have in Kenya. And why I have decided to take this step was because of the press and the interview granted by the lead counsel of our leader and the lead counsel of indigenous people of Biafra, Barrister Ejiofor, that our leader was in Kenya for a meeting. Now, I also said the people that are going to be asking questions, or those who have questions to answer, are those who have knowledge that he was traveling to Kenya. One, those who were in contact with him when he landed in Kenya. And I said something. I said, our leader have modus of operandi. And that modus operandi, we are not going to be revealed to the public. But one thing is that when he embarked on this kind of trip, it is not every IPOB member that will have the knowledge of that trip. Specific number of people may have knowledge. Few people within the hierarchy of IPOB or those who are close to him may have knowledge. Now, the question is, who are those who have knowledge that he have landed in Kenya? Because if he's traveling, anytime his leg touches the ground, he need to inform the person that have knowledge of the travel that he have landed. Now, somebody is aware that he have landed in Kenya, and somebody was in contact with him while he landed in Kenya, and all of a sudden, the communication got breached. All of a sudden, the number is not available. All of a sudden, he is no longer receiving messages. All of a sudden, nobody can hear from him again, including the person or the people who have knowledge that have landed in Kenya. So my own point is that whoever those people are, they have questions to answer to the Biafrans. And this whole thing should have been averted had it been the raise up or raised alarm that our leader landed in Kenya and they could not get to him again. We could have swung into action to make sure that whatever the case may be would not escalate to what we have today.
Yes.
Now, these people, because I believe that somebody have knowledge of this trip. The first day is gone. You didn't hear from him. The second day is gone. You did not hear from him. The third day is gone. You didn't hear from him. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. And a lot of people may think that, like I said, that's why I use the word modus operandi. Modus operandi of our leader, you know, he decide who he inform and what he does when, you know, depending on the things that comes up. So that meeting, whatever he was doing in Kenya, somebody have knowledge. And I am now concerned about why somebody who have this knowledge did not raise alarm that I have lost contact with him. Can we now do something? And we'll begin to put our brains, our head together to know what the problem is. We will swing into action, put pressure on Kenya government to release him today, tomorrow. And believe me, with the capacity of IPOB, President Nnamdi Kanu would have been Nigeria. So the person who concealed, the people who concealed this information have questions to answer to us. But like we said also, it is not the time. But let everybody have it in mind that the time is coming and the people will answer this question. So why they conceal this kind of things to people, the IPOB, the Biafrans all over the world, we could have rescued our leader from the hands of kidnappers in Nigeria and the Kenya uniform. That is where I have problem. So the question you are asking now will be asked again in a very broader way. And those who knew that the communication is no longer, that his number is no longer reachable because of the sensitivity of his position, because of the sensitiveness of what we are doing, because of the danger surrounding this agitation. No breathing space should have been given to our leader, especially traveling to African country.
Okay. Mr. Simon, please, I think it will be necessary for you to extend an invitation to Chief Idosium to your program. And so that we Biafrans can be able to ask him questions. Time he has to show his face. If anybody that is within Nnamdi doesn't show us now, you're not too worthy to represent us. It's not that we don't have to be beating around the bush. Some people don't want to show their face. Why? Because they are afraid. Simon, but you have been doing this work for many years. I'm a coach in Holland here. I don't hide my face. I'm a coach. So there's not. I'm not running, and even Nigeria, I don't care about them. So if somebody said he wants to represent IPOB in position, and in moment like this, you don't show your face, you don't take questions, you don't talk to us. We are just getting information here, there. Nobody is telling us information, and the only people who can rely on is DOS, Simon Epa, and all those. And people like DOS, if they don't show their face now, something is wrong. We are not one child. We have to know that Biafra is more than a person. Biafra is more than DOS. That is why I said, if they cannot do it, a vote of no confidence should come. We all Biafrans will vote them to go. We know what we are doing. They cannot say they are representing us and they are not showing their face at this moment of time. It doesn't work like that. And that is what I want to say. So you have to extend invitation to him and all of them, maybe meeting or whatever. And we refuse that invitation, then the case is clear to us. I think that is where I will leave it for today. And please don't forget about this what I said about how we select people that take position in IPOB. We must have a standard way of selecting people that take positions in IPOB. And maybe you might go in more deeper into it and maybe have a program about it. Because this is where our problem is starting. Somebody will just come before you know this one is the new person. Who is that person? Who is she? Or who is he? Where is he coming from? How can we trust him or her? These are the important things we have to ask. But there are people that have been in this struggle for many years. If you want to give positions to those people. Don't give position to people that you just meet somewhere and whatever connect you to them. Don't give position to them. So, Mr. Simon, I have overstayed my break for more than 12 minutes. So let me be running back.
Thank you very much.
I'm following your program while I'm working. I'm following it.
Thank you. I remember to participate in the protest.
We are holding our meeting this weekend, and we will kick off.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for being part of the program.
All right.
All right. Jude, Mazi Jude, good afternoon from here. Mazi Jude is not talking. Mazi Jude is not talking, so I'm going to bring our Wanda Biafra 5. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon, Mazi. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing very fine. And you?
I'm very well. I want to thank you so much for all the efforts you're making on behalf of Biafra. I never miss to watch your program whenever I catch it. Subscribed, get the notification. I'm on there. I'm always interested in what you have to say. And thank you for helping us to understand the situation that's going on at the moment. We are, all of us, extremely heartbroken and very, very upset and prayerful about what our leader is going through at the moment. It's not something. It's not funny. It's not funny, sir. But it's not where we need to focus right now. Because somebody whose house is on fire doesn't chase rats. All those saboteurs, all those people that were involved in what happened to our leader are rats, in my opinion. They don't matter. Their situation can wait till tomorrow. The most important thing right now is what activities and what actions we need to be taking consistently to support the efforts of our legal team to make sure that Mazi is freed. You understand where I'm coming from? It's not about, we are not legal people. We can't do that. Those of us in diaspora cannot go to Nigeria and start doing anything. But what actions can we take? There is, in London here, there are protests going on outside number 10 Downing Street every day. Every day. So any of our people out there that can make time should go and join. If you get there, you don't see anybody, my friend, stand there and make noise by yourself. Other people will join you. People will ask, why are you making noise? And you will explain what's going on with our leader. The more noise we make, the more awareness we raise, the more we do, the better. There are petitions that are going on at the moment, circulating on the different platforms at the moment. Have everyone here that's living in Europe, living in London, living in America, have you contacted your member of parliament? Have you contacted your representative? Are they aware of what's happening to our leader? Are you shaking the ground? Are you making it uncomfortable for them? These are things we need to be doing. These are cogent, concrete action that we can be taking right now. The question of who did this and who did that, the inquiry that needs to happen within the DOS, absolutely must happen. You made a point yesterday on your program yesterday, about stopping the narrative of he jumped bail. It's very obvious, the little legal footwork that the Nigerians did there in order to make that comment and to be making that comment persistently. As Barrister Joffa said, he put the petition before the court. The court refused to hear the petition as to why he did not appear. And then that allowed the government to say he jumped bail because they've not heard the petition. But it's not okay. He did not jump bail. He got out of Nigeria because the Nigerians were trying to kill him. And that is his human right. Nobody should be told to stay there and be killed because you've got a court case. That's errant nonsense. And as for Liar Mohammed talking about our leader wearing a $10,000 Fendi suit, something struck me about that. I've never seen our leader wear an outfit like the one that they arrested him in. I have never seen him wear anything like that. And if he was going through, as he was going through torture in Kenya, and he was going through torture with DSS, then who dressed him in that outfit? Whose clothes are those? And they're only doing that because of all this thing about they're trying to do about him. What's that word about him using the money that has been contributed in an inappropriate way, or trying to get him for money laundering purposes. Because when you're going after somebody for money laundering, then you start talking about their lifestyle. So he's wearing $10,000 suit and so on. And by the way, if our leader wanted to wear $1 million suit, I would be one of those people contributing to that $1 million, because what he has done for us is immense. It's beyond $1 million. So Liar Mohammed can keep his nonsense over there. It doesn't matter to us, and it shouldn't matter to us. But overall, what we need to focus on is action, action, action. Contact your member of parliament, sign the petitions, go out there and protest, raise the voice, raise the awareness for the UN, the ICC, any government body out there. Everybody must be talking about our leader and the abduction and illegal incarceration and kidnap. There is no arrest here, Mazi. You're a legal person. There is no arrest here. He has no case to answer in Nigeria because they did not arrest him. You cannot act illegally and then go to the court to ratify your illegal actions. That's nonsense. So I can witter on to that, thy kingdom come, but that's the contribution I wanted to make to today's program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my sister, for that wonderful input there. Yes, that is correct. You cannot, arrest somebody illegally and go to court to follow the legal process. Of course, these are the questions that will be asked. Of course, Nigeria, there is no legal system in Nigeria. That's what everybody is concerned about. We know that the people that are in affair, the judiciary and all that, some of them are not even qualified. We know the case of Malami. Malami, I don't know how he become Attorney General, but it's just for you. It's just for all of you to understand the direction where the country is going to. It is the total Fulanization of Nigeria, where they are going to use Sharia law on everybody. So we are not surprised when you see the line of argument, from these guys you'll be disappointed. And they're going to do anything. Remember that this is not the first time somebody called Buhari has done something like this. During the 1984, he did the same thing. These are Fulani. You can, no matter who they are, you can't remove that in their blood. They are nomadic who believe there is no other law that is superior to whatever they believe in. And that's exactly what have crashed Nigeria. We are happy that we are leaving them. We're happy that we are going out from them so that we can develop as a people, develop as one people that have same cultural value and all that. This is example why I said we cannot allow anybody to impeach anybody called Buhari in Asoro. We cannot allow any impeachment. He must continue. Whoever that is parading himself as him must continue until Biafra comes. Because if you bring somebody who is civil, if you bring somebody who will unite the country, believe me, you will, no, this is a fact. This is a fact. If you bring somebody who will carry everybody along, nobody will be shouting for Biafra. So
Biafra again. It's the best thing that's happened to Biafra.
So he must continue till the end, and we are going to see the end of this. Thank you very much, our sister, for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and remember to join them in the protest, of course. And I know that there is protest ongoing at 10 Downing Street. But what we are looking at now, we are looking at a very massive protest. Very massive protest that will call the people in the Downing Street, 10 Downing Street will be compelled, to look through their window and look outside to know what is going on. We want to see a very massive protest in BBC. We want that the BBC staff will look into it from their window and will be asking what is going on. These are the things, and we have capacity to do that. And anybody want to be part of this struggle, it is time. It is now that is a reason for you to come out and join. We want to see massive protest. Massive one. Thank you.
Mazi, one last thing. We keep talking about ourselves as well, but we that live in the diaspora, talk to your friends.
Yes.
Okay, talk to your friends, your English friends, your other African friends, your Indian, from wherever they are in the world. When I was outside Parliament at the weekend with my little flag by myself, I started talking to English people about it. I started talking to other Africans about it. I spoke to them. And some of my friends that I've been talking to about Mazi's situation are now telling me, my sister, when is the protest? We want to come out with you. So please, everybody, as you live in the diaspora, this is not a Biafra problem. This is an international crime. This is an injustice. This is about everybody's rights as they travel around the world. Okay? If Nigeria gets away with this, which is the next country that is going to think it's okay to just go and kidnap anybody from anywhere for whatever reason? The rule of law is for one, and the rule of law is for all. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you very much. And before you go, I want you to be showing on the screen as I address this concern. Some people, as you know, some of those who do not understand how international law works. Somebody say they are going to strip our leader British citizenship. Let me tell them. I want to answer them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not even have to be in possession of British passport to enjoy the protection of international law. He do not have to be in possession of the passport. He do not have to be a British citizen. What we are talking about is beyond citizenship. It's not about citizenship. If you are in the United Kingdom and you don't have passport of any country in Europe, you have the right to be protected if you are going to face political persecution. No country will deport you if you are from Nigeria and you just entered. Let me just put it in a very simple term. If you are from Nigeria today, you just enter the UK with 1 week visa. They're not going to give you 1 week visa. They're going to give you from 6 months. If you enter the United Kingdom with 1 week visa today, and you are a high-profile person that is being politically persecuted in Nigeria. Believe me, as you are just landing with your 1-week visa, you apply for international protection on the ground that if you go back to Nigeria, you will be persecuted, your rights will be abused, and all have you. And you have that proof, and there are evidences to prove that you have political, your profile is political interest, that you have political interest and you are being persecuted, and there is possibility to face degrading and inhuman treatment back in Nigeria. You apply for international protection, and if you don't know what is international protection, it is called asylum. So when you apply asylum, you will be granted asylum to stay in the United Kingdom. You don't have to be a citizen. And once that asylum is granted to you, nobody is taking you anywhere. Not to talk. So when people are coming here to say, hey, citizenship, British citizenship, and this and that, you people are just ignorant. You don't know anything about this world. You don't know anything about what is civilization. You don't know nothing about anything. You people are so ignorant to be talking about British citizenship. Who is talking about? The only time the British citizenship is in question here is that you arrest somebody with a passport of another country and take that person to a different country other than the country where he possessed their passport. That is a breach of international law. That is breach with impunity. So when we begin to talk about British citizenship, we are talking about the British citizenship because he entered Kenya with a British passport. So as a country, as a sovereign nation, you don't deport the person in a different country where he has no passport. It is not done anywhere. So you have to deport the person back to the country where he possesses a travel and valid travel document. And in this case, it is the United Kingdom. So if you arrest anybody that has any passport of any country, first of all, you confirm with the authorities whether the passport is real.
Absolutely.
Once you confirm that the passport is real and genuine, you engage the mission, you engage the embassy of that country. That we have now, of course, people call it extraordinary rendition. All those things, forget about all those English. Now you have to engage the embassy of that country. That is why you have the British High Commission there. That we have arrested your citizen. That was not done. Because you see a black man and they say his name is Nnamdi Kanu and he's a Nigerian. It's not a reason to deport. Now the question is, which document did you use to take him back to Nigeria? That is the question. And you cannot say because he has an expired Nigeria passport. That is not right. Everybody knows what it means in immigration. So when people are talking about British citizen, please have it in your mind that you do not need to be a British citizen to have your right and your life protected in Britain. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Now we are bringing you Emeka. Welcome to the program.
Hello. 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 Can you hear me, Mr.?
Yes, welcome to the program, Emeka.
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
All right. Sir. Thank you, Simon. I want to thank you for you have been enough for. I always say, and I want to urge you to also support your position by making it very clear that those should lie low, they should stay calm, right? Honestly, as I talk to you in Biafra land, and I don't think they need for any kind of form of protest right now, because people that are looking for every avenue to people. You know, anything we are doing now, we should do things that are just for the fact that they brought back our leader to Nigeria. They have not killed him. I don't think he's right to start because they okay the base station. What I heard for is it that they will have killed their leader or so? I think on that aspect. And then another question is I want to ask you, and then I want to bring to our people. I remember one of our workers where he said that in case anything should go wrong, if anything happened to him, 12 noon, all our political leaders that have been that have been selling us head their children anywhere they are, we chopped off. So, are you people ready for that task? We pray not to our leader, but let us assume we have a right now that our leader is that something has happened to him that he cannot talk again. Those of you that are there, because these are what is meant that most times we hear are muttered in our madness. I think these are one of the things he's pointing at. That it's not just protest, because when we need to die for leader, we are to live in. I think it is so the people to understand that in case anything goes, we are going to call every be it internationally and locally. You understand? So if any, is it just to be flagged, whoever those of you in diaspora and say this is our leader or our leader is when this happens, are we ready to top off those aims that is needed ahead of what I want to say? And I also want to encourage our people. So many people are criticizing a lot of people has that this person, some even pointed out that you even Simon, you I see it as a means of distraction. People are just to distract us. That's just to say. Thank you.
Your question is not the way you presented your question is not something I will address here. First of all, if our leader, if anything happened, when you say if anything happened to our leader, something has already, something have happened to our leader already. You know, I don't know what you mean by if something happened. So something happened already to our leader, and we are still here. And nobody's head is cut off. Remember that our leader said he will go to Abuja and bring the head of Buhari. So you people should not be talking about this head cut off. We understand when he speaks. And we are going to do that thing which he directs to do. When our leader is talking about this head, some of you are quoting him out of context. And I ask again, when he was in Nigeria, in one of the rally in Biafra land, he said, I will go to Abuja. I will bring the head of Buhari. Did you watch that video? My brother Emeka, did you watch that?
Yes, I.
Now, when he said he will go to Abuja and bring the head of Buhari, ordinarily, if you are not part of what is going on, how do you think he will go to Abuja and cut Buhari's head and bring it to Biafra land? That was not what he meant. He meant that he will go to Abuja with millions of men, millions of Biafrans, and will come back victorious. They didn't allow him to do that. It was because of that statement, which they understood. They besieged and invaded and attacked and bombed his house because they know if they allow him, he is coming to Abuja and he's definitely going to take the head of Buhari, which is besieging the Abuja with over 2 million Biafrans. How would international community who focused on following the trials and all that, the media everywhere will feel when you see 2 million people crowd in Abuja that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court? They didn't want to give that opportunity to showcase the followers and those who believe in Biafra. They wanted to kill him. Now he say if anything happened to him, we should head of everything. Again, the same thing. When Ikonso was killed, he said Ikonso will be buried with 2,000 heads. I want you people to understand that, when people are talking, don't quote them out of context. He said Ikonso will be buried with 2,000 heads. And the head, we started counting because a lot of people died, either mysteriously, either by criminal element, either by Boko Haram, either by ISWAP, either by bandit. They were all counted. When the chief of army staff plane crashed, our leader came on air. He said, I told you people, you will all die because you killed innocent man who was fighting to protect his land. The people that died in that, when the chief of army staff head was counted. Now, how long to 2,000 head, and like so many people will translate and ascribe it to that. So my brother, something has happened. He has been abducted illegally. He has been bundled from Kenya to Nigeria. He has been tortured, dehumanized. Is it when they announce to you that he is dead, that you are going to say something happened? Something has happened. And no head have rolled. The head that is going to roll now is what I am preaching this afternoon. That head is going to roll, that we are besieging all relevant authorities. We are going to have a massive protest at 10 Downing Street. We are going to protest at the front of House of Commons. We are going to create awareness with all powerful media houses all over the world. And the rest will be history. Thank you very much. I believe that has been addressed. The rest will be history. And those who will come to attack our land, we will defend ourselves and will defend it to the best of our ability. Welcome to the program. Good afternoon from here. I stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Welcome to the program.
Okay. Yes, hello. Good afternoon from here, Mr. Simon. Can you hear me?
We hear you very much, very loud.
Okay. What I'm saying is this is my own opinion, since because this thing that happened came as a shock to everybody. But to me, I think some of my people misunderstand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message. Some of them think that this is something of a Tibozobo. No. Our fight with Nigeria is somewhat of a legal issue. But Igbo people say that Abala kana azan, onyeji mana. We understand. The reason for ESN is that why we are at maybe in the court or in the international community with Nigeria trying to resolve our issues, we still need something to protect us. ESN is not a terrorist organization that we just go and start burning down places because our leader was arrested or kidnapped. You understand what I'm saying? So these are our people, or everybody shouting, we need action, we need action, we need. What action what kind of action are you looking, do you want to have? You want us to go, you want people to rush to the street and start burning things so that then you justify that terrorist organization they tagged you. The world is watching to see how we are going to react. So we have to react without our emotion. Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching discipline, discipline, discipline. But what I saw in some of our presenters, I expected everybody to be emotional. Even me, I haven't gotten myself up till now. You understand? But I know that anything that took Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, he was ready for any eventuality, whether it was his own doing or it was by mistake or by accident. But I believe that anything that brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, he was ready for any eventuality.
Yes.
So it is left for us now to be disciplined. That discipline means following that laid down structures of IPOB. Not everybody coming to online, it's pointing this person, like market women. Now I know if you join this movement because of Nnamdi Kanu and Nnamdi Kanu, then you don't know what you are looking for. You understand? During the time of other people, their leader was in prison. I'm not saying that prison is the best place for Nnamdi Kanu to be, no, but whatever that has happened, people are looking at our reaction. People are looking to see how we react. That is why you see BBC coming to say there is confusion. There is no confusion. It is they look at your videos on the internet, and then because they know that people watch you. So let everybody respect the structure of IPOB. If you respect Nnamdi Kanu and you don't respect the structure of IPOB, then you are not supposed to be here. You understand? You say, so that discipline means respecting the structure. That government, IPOB is a government. Respect it. Some people say, I cannot wait for anybody, or let us do something. If you know what you can do this. No, now you are behaving like Atulu Nwanyancha. You understand? So let people just follow instructions. And then, Mr. Simon, I want to plead, you have to try and maybe, I don't know how you people communicate with the DOS and tell them to brief our people. I know that maybe investigation is going on, maybe something, I don't know, but let them talk to our people from time to time. Maybe if not Mr. Edoziem, let them present somebody, maybe somebody else that can have that function of, maybe as a press secretary, or let me say, or maybe a more powerful, let a more powerful come and, talk to our people once in a while, tell us what IPOB is doing. We want to be hearing it. Just how can they just leave us, leave people like that? It's not good. That is why you hear these people talking, unless there is something wrong, but I believe there is nothing wrong, because me, myself, I believe that anything that made Nnamdi Kanu to step leg into Africa, this is not the Africa he has been preaching against. And people should not forget that there is no way Nnamdi Kanu was going to sneak into Nigeria in any eventuality, because if any day, if he sneaks into Nigeria, he becomes a criminal. The circumstances that chased him out of Nigeria, whether he escaped through anywhere, because his life was in danger. But coming back, Nnamdi Kanu, I'm not expecting Nnamdi Kanu to just sneak into Nigeria. I'm expecting him to come into Nigeria legally. So me, I believe that whatever that happened, he was ready for any eventuality, for anything that brought him to Africa. He knew that anything could happen. And you that has been listening to his message, the way he speaks, should know that anything that brought him to Africa, he was ready for any eventuality. So he's expecting us to be disciplined and follow that discipline he has been talking about, is to follow the rules and regulations. If we put up this attitude that our people are saying, what is wrong with IPOB leadership? Remove this person. If you cannot do this, no, that is that means you maybe my personal or my opinion. It's just like somebody having a ulterior motive. And then again, Mr. Simon, sorry, I'm taking too much time. The next thing is our people should be careful of these politicians, because many of them are coming up now to write articles The people you think they were with you, politicians that you think that they were with you, maybe you are expecting them to speak. And then when they come, they try to, you know how they do it. They don't focus on the issue the person is raising. They focus on the person's attitude, the wrong words he said, how he said this and how he said this. Then they come to Punch newspaper Sahara, and then they start writing fancy articles. All these politicians, people, I don't want to mention names, but these politicians you see that were with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, maybe you see them as people, maybe I think this politician is supporting us. You understand now? Maybe because of their PDP members, because many of our people have not been able to differentiate between a typical Nigerian politician when they speak and when somebody is actually supporting their cause. You understand what I'm saying? So when they come and they start writing fancy articles and some articles, then they target the person's character, or they do this. I know maybe most of them have anything on Nnamdi Kanu, or maybe they have received some messages, but I don't know. I don't know. But whatever happens depends on the IPOB global family. Everybody should adhere to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's teachings. This is the foundation. We have to sustain it. So follow instruction. Follow instruction. Be disciplined. When you read those articles on Sahara Reporters and this and that, you will see what I'm saying. They are coming. They are coming up. Their articles are coming. You understand? They will start writing now because none of them really want the status quo to change. They don't want it to change. They want it to continue like that. So that when they go to America, we will be on their timeline, sending our account for giveaway. You understand? They want the status quo to continue so that their children will school abroad and then still come back to rule us. So this is my own contribution. Our people should be disciplined. And for people back home, I suggest instead of protest, they sit at home. That is my own suggestion. They sit at home, especially on that day that our leader is coming to the court. They have to sit at home. So my final point, our people should know that our fight with Nigeria is a legal issue. It is not, we are not, don't call yourself terrorists. We are not terrorists. We can't just go and start destroying things because our leader was abducted. No. Let the court handle it so that we can, our mission, our objective should be exposing their hypocrisy to the world. That is what we should be doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for what you've said enough. But let me make this point very clear. When people say the DOS who should come and address us, this one should come and do this, they are not doing this, they are not doing that. You people do not know what is going on the ground. Everybody within the leadership of IPOB are working tirelessly to see that things goes the best way possible. So you did not see them does not mean that they are not working. That you did not see the statement from DAS or coming for DAS coming to talk to you people does not mean that the leadership have left our leader. This is a very wrong, and I know that most of this line of thought are probably coming from the enemy because they want to bank on this kind of things to demoralize the spirit of our people. I want to correct it. The DOS, the leadership of IPOB, have had sleepless nights trying to put everything together for the interest of Biafra and for the interest of our leader.
Yes.
And you do not expect people, immediately something happened, to just rush and start addressing you and start telling you something. They need to know how to do it. They need to think about it. They need to put this together. Nobody expected that our leader will be in Nigeria. Nobody expected that our leader will be abducted. So you do not expect people who do not have already made a statement or already made ideas to just come and start talking when they have not been able to put a lot of things together so that to make sense to them. Somebody like me, since the break of this news, I decided to trade with caution, because the biggest mistake you make is to delve into things you know nothing about. And then at the end of the day, you will know that by the time you realize you've delved into the issues you know nothing about, it will become apology and upon apology. And sometimes by the time you start to apologize, the damage you have done, you probably have made and done a lot of damages that your apology will not be able to correct. That is why it is very imperative for those who are claiming and pointing fingers. We do not know who, if anybody at all, betrayed our leader. But, like I've said it, all this finger pointing at people, all this accusation will not do us no good. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows his movement. He knows who were involved in his movement. He knows those who have knowledge about the movement. The only problem I have is that those who have knowledge of this movement, when they stop communicating him, when he stopped picking their calls, they ought to have raised the alarm and let us swing into action to know what went wrong. That's where I have a problem. And this issue, a matter of days, a matter of weeks to come, it is not the issue now to discuss. The most important thing now is to see his release, is to see him getting medical attention, is to see his welfare, and see that his right is protected under national and international law. And also, above all, to see that the right thing is done. And we are going to stop at nothing to see that happen. So IPOB leadership has done, and they'll continue to do. We are doing underground. Some of you see that I'm not coming live. And I'm not coming live does not mean that I don't have the strength to come live. That I'm not making broadcasts is not because I don't have the strength to make broadcasts. But then the underground work we have been doing for these past days is something else. Sometimes I sleep only 1 hour, 2 hours. And it is not because I'm enjoying myself or something like that, but because there has been talk, there has been underground work, there are a lot of things going on, and our people will be amazed at the end of the day. And the most important thing is that whoever that is in charge of the IPOB leadership, those who are in IPOB leadership, whatever you think about them, they are doing their best to curtail the situation. Yes, there has been breach or maybe lack of communication. Maybe they are not coming live to talk to you like we do. Remember, not everybody have the technical know-how to address people in public. It's not everybody that knows how to address people in public. But that does not mean that those people do not have leadership and prerequisite requirement to lead people. So on this note, those of you who are craving and asking questions about the DOS, Simon Ekpa, contact DOS, contact this and contact that. They are listening to me. They are listening to your opinion. They are reading comments. I believe they are watching this program. And they are going to do the right thing. I believe that. That is what I'm believing.
All right. And one last thing. You know, there was this time, I think 2020, last year, I called your program and then I gave an advice that didn't go well with you. I called from Kenya. You
called from Kenya?
Yes. That was that's
I'm calling from Kenya. I'm a suspect too. I'm suspecting you.
I don't know. I was very angry. How could this thing happen? And people are here and we didn't even hear it. It was a shock.
Yes, and some people are asking why our people not protesting in Israel. You know, there are things that people should calm down. People should calm down. Yeah. You know, people should calm down. We will handle this, and we will handle this. We will handle it very, very well. Believe me,
I believe.
God does not give you a problem that is bigger than you, especially when you believe in God. And the Biafra people are people of God. We believe in God. And our Igbo adage used to say that, "Oku amunyere nwata n'aka agaghị eregbu ya."
Yes, sir.
So whatever that is happening today is happening for a purpose.
I believe so.
And those of you in Kenya, assess the situation in Kenya, put yourself together and also have a protest. I believe that in Kenya, they are not going to shoot you.
No, they won't. They don't.
So you people should come together, put yourself together, and have some kind of a peaceful protest there, demonstration there. But please, we know that African countries are very demonic, some of them, and we know, so you people can assess your situation there before you do that. But if it is something that is going to, expose some of you to something else, then you allow us to do the job. We don't want anybody to have any problem at this point. We don't want to have any, because our leader is not here. We do not want any Biafran to have any further problem. Those of us who are capable of doing something, we will do whatever we can. So assess the situation in Kenya, because of course you people need to also create massive in Kenya as well. So from massive demonstration, I don't know how many are you there, but you people try to do something in Kenya as well. So the people of Kenya should know what has happened in their country, because it is not just about the government, but the people of Kenya should be able to know what has happened in their country. The Kenyan people should know that when Kenyatta was looking for freedom, fighting for freedom of their people, our own Nnamdi Azikiwe harbored him, feed him, did a lot for him. So it is time to pay back. And Kenyatta now is there. He's the biggest betrayer of his own father. So the Kenyan people to know.
All right. All right. Noted. Noted. Thank you. I apologize for that last time.
No problem. No problem. All right. Of course, a lot of people are coming online, and I don't know if I'm able to take everyone. I'm going to stop this at 3 hours. So, Jude, good afternoon and welcome to the program. Good afternoon, program, Jude.
Good afternoon, Mr. Simon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Please make it very snappy because other people have to go. I can hear you loud and clear. Please make it very snappy.
Very, very sorry. I just want to get a contact I want to talk to you about. I'm very sorry about that. I've been trying to get your line, getting to 2 months now, but there's no way I can do that.
What?
Please and please, I just want to get your contact. Important, I want to discuss with you.
Write me email to info@ekpa.fi.
Info at what?
Info@ekpa.fi.
All right, I will do that. I greet all Biafrans.
Thank you.
I will do that.
Right, Mwadike Berechuku. Good afternoon from here. Good afternoon from here, Mwadike. Mwadike is not talking. And for those who are asking me to contact Barrister Ejiofor, I do not need to contact Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor have addressed the world, addressed Biafrans, and I'm very, very okay with what he said. And I do not. There is no need. There is no need. There is no need to contact him. So I'm okay with the address. I will just watch on Arise TV. I think everything that is needed to be said, he is in position to say those things. So everything that needed to be in public domain, he have said it on Arise TV, and we will be working. We'll be working with that information Barrister Ejiofor gave to Arise TV. And so we do not need to go and dig out information that is not supposed to be in public domain. So that thing he said, his position and point he raised, on Arise TV is the one we'll be working with for now. Mr. Peter, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Peter, you are not talking? Right. Mazi Wanyanwu, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi Simon.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother, for having me once again. Also, let me start from last time. When I asked you about Professor Lumumba, I watched the program. I'm very impressed, and thank God that he's towing also the same line as we are. So I believe that
yes,
you also take on the not the advice, but the plea you made to him to because he's like a head of the African Pan-Africanist that we have right now in the country, or maybe in the continent, and I believe that he will also stand up and push the truth, so that all other African professors and African educators and African scholars will come on board, so that we can push this once and for all, so that freedom will come to Africa once and for all. And thank you so much for getting to the point and hitting the point of this diversification of Africa, diversification of Europe, and clearing it up once and for all, so that our people will jump on board. And Professor, also I acknowledge him for standing on the truth, because before we were wondering maybe if he only takes on where the money goes, but right now we can see that he's definitely standing on the truth.
yes,
And having to toe on the same line with you, we appreciate him a lot, and thank you so much. And my last point is about our Biafran or our IPOB leadership. I'm just trying to make a plea, because it's like many of them, or many of us, let me just count myself included, are having also dual citizenship. I don't think that having a Nigerian passport is going to help us in any way, while we are citizens of a developed and a social country. So I'm pleading with us all, if we are still having this dual nationality, let us once and for all give this zoo passport up. Let us give it up, and then fight for Biafra once and for all. Let us know where we are heading to. Let us represent ourselves wherever we are, so that in case if there is any problem, in case if there is any misunderstanding, or maybe any kind of trouble that comes up, our country, where we are fully integrated and fully represented as citizens, or adopted as citizens, will stand up and fight for us. That is also my point. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mazi Simon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ras Chikwudi, good afternoon and welcome to the program.
I'm not hearing you, Simon. What is wrong? Do you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. How can you not hear me?
I'm not hearing you. I don't know if it's from me or something. Mad. But you hear me. You hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, if you hear me, then I'll just, because I know that time is not on your side. Thank you, my brother. I say Justified is a freedom fighter. Because those who sit in their comfort zone, in their rooms, and doing all these things and yapping with their mouth, now who they are fighting against is the one that has something to present. And the taking off of the heads of the so-called false leaders is the truth that does that. This is why now we see that they are running helter-skelter, because from every aspect they have problem. So now my people that are talking, we know that everybody get touched, and ears are very, very hungry. and some are calling DOS and things like this. Trust Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who put them. He looked at people and put them. Of course, sabotage can come from any place. Anything can happen anytime, but time and a place for everything. So a little bit of trust is needed, because as the ears, our ears are hungry to know what happened, so are the ears of the oppressors. So now, I listened to my brother the other day. He said, bringing out heartlessness. I said, bringing out heartlessness because of Janjaweed are heartless. With the Atakia in progress, the matching and equal counteraction is selflessness in we fighting for Biafra. Saying that Martin Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, what about Operation Python dance? Isn't that hell? Like Sunday Igboho's case, they left a lot of people dead. And you don't talk about it. You so-called people, and our people are, because Hitler said, if you tell the people one mighty lie, you keep repeating it, after a while, the people will start believing it, because they themselves tell themselves small lies. So take yourself well and start telling yourself truth. Then nobody can deceive you. So this is why they don't talk about it. They keep repeating the lie. So if they don't talk about it, and you just follow what they talk, our people wake up. This is right time. So they're going around it. There's no way to go around it. They wanted to kill Nnamdi Kanu, before his court date, because they want to have Biafran's fate in their hand. So now jihadists have agenda. My people, open up your eyes and recognize the danger. They want your land. Oh, you call yourself Niger Delta Avenger. The same land where they buried your placenta. They abducted Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. But Britain, justice cannot defend here. As a complicit, you are in the center. See, emasculator with their gender bender agenda. About the pipeline, my brother talked about the pipeline and all those things. Let them not bust it. But if there's a thing to do that people can secure and shut it off, because to pollute our land will not help us. My brothers and sisters, I'm calling from Vienna. My name is Chukwudi. Yeah. So I just got the information that there will be a protest in Vienna on the 15th and on the 26th as well. One will be in the Vienna Zoo embassy, and the second one will be at the British embassy. My people, make you sharp.
No.
Thinking. Put up your thinking cap and focus. This is what I cannot hear you, my brother. I don't know what happened, but I know that time is up against you. I'm just delivering and
yes, it is very important. Please, for those from Vienna, for those watching from Vienna, it is very, very important you listen this. That is taking protest to the zoo embassy in Vienna will not help anywhere. It will not help in any way. Please, later on you go. I will send you a message. Later on you go and watch. You go and listen to this program, please. Listen to it later after this broadcast. Going to the Vienna the zoo embassy in Vienna to protest is a waste of time. Completely waste of time. Now, the place where you are going to protest is look for the major media house in Vienna. Major media house in Vienna. Take your protest to that place. Take your protest to the British High Commission. It is somehow a better place. Make sure the protest is massive in Vienna there, in the British High Commission there. Don't take your protest to Nigeria High Commission or Nigeria Embassy. It's a waste of time. Take your giant media house in Vienna, whichever name it is, take it there, take it to the parliament in Vienna, take it to the British High Commission, and that's it. Don't go to zoo embassy. You are wasting your time. Thank you. Welcome to the program, Juju. welcome to the program. He's not talking. I'm going to take you off. And Freeland Decano, good afternoon here.
Good afternoon, Samuel, my brother.
Yes, you do not have your cloth, so we don't take you if you don't have your cloth. Chibueze, good afternoon and welcome to the program. He's not talking. And on this note, we are going to, let me bring you again. Can you hear me now, Ras?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Good, good, perfect. So what I was saying is that do not go and waste your time protesting at the Nigeria embassy in Vienna. It is a waste of time. Don't take your protest there. Tell the people in Vienna to take their protest to British High Commission in a very massive way. Take your protest from in Vienna to any media house, to a major media house in Vienna. You know yourself, you know the media, the biggest media house you have in Vienna. Take your protest to the media house until they hear and ask you questions.
Okay,
take your protest to the parliament there in Vienna until somebody comes there to address you. These three places are the places you have to target your protest, channel your protest on these three places. The British High Commission, the British High Commission, the media house there, the giant media house there, and then the parliament.
Parliament.
Yes, okay. You can have three protests. You can have three protests before the 26th of this month. Very, very important.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Stay blessed. Huh? All
Thank you.
Biafra.
All right. Yes, Freeman Mazi, welcome to the program again.
Yeah, welcome. Good afternoon, Mazi, calling from India.
Yes, welcome to the program.
Yes, I greet each Biafrans that all over the world that is hearing me. No, we are in a difficult time. So our mind is panicking, and we know how the zoo government and British government they are. So we are the most hated people in the world. So I don't know what we are doing, because me sometimes I normally think
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. We are not the most hated people in the world. Where are you now?
I am in India.
You are in India. So if they hate you, you will not be in India.
I mean from Nigeria and British. Some people, not everyone.
Yeah, you said we are the most hated people in the world.
Yes, yes. I mean British and in the zoo, because they want to kill us.
Say that some people in Britain hate you and Nigeria hate you. It will understand it, because as I'm talking to you now, so many people in some British people are fighting also to help our leader. So it is not all Britain that hate us.
Yes, because Mazi, for real, we are having sleepless nights, because we don't know what is the action that he's taking. Because I normally listen to Mazi Namlekano sometimes. He say whenever he's arrested again that the zoo should burn down. So I don't know if any action is not taken or action is taken underground. We don't just know, because we don't know if the DSS there now, if they are planning anything against our leader there, maybe anything concerning injecting him or whatever. That is just my fear. Just my fear is that the injection of all this kind of a thing. That is just my fear. And I know Katrola Line is there to give them advice. You know, that woman that already that walk around all the whole local government in Nigeria. You know, so that is my fear. The injection of DSS, these people, they have a bad mind. You know, they can do anything. So anything that we are doing, you should act fast. You should be acting fast, because sometimes now I have not been sleeping. I have been thinking about this issue. I have watched many films that a freedom fighter like this, the security operatives will hold him captive. They will use maybe a poisonous injection or a bad thing. I used to watch a movie like that, so I am scared. So I don't know what the IPOB leadership are doing on the ground. So we should act fast. Like the DOS, that day he came on air, I'm not hearing what he's saying. The network is breaking. The thing will cut and it will come on air again. It will cut, it will come on air again. And before he came on air, they said that day, he wasted a little bit of time. They say 7 o'clock. The 7 o'clock is almost 7:30. He have not also come online. We were waiting. And when he came online, after he speak, a while, then the network will cease. He will speak, the network is ceased. So I don't know what they are doing on ground. But anything that they are doing on ground, they should be fast. We know how Nigeria is bad, that these people, they can plan, they can pay huge amount of money to do a poisonous, anything at all. And all of us know. So that is what I want to say.
Thank you very much. One thing I have to tell Biafrans is this. This is 2021. Yes, what I have to tell Biafrans is this. Before, when Nigeria were killing people, injecting them and murdering them, this is 2021, and the world is watching, the world is listening, the civilization has come. So yes, we have fear, but believe me, the Nigeria government fear more than you. So we are hoping that such thing will not happen, because they know the implication in this modern age. This is not the time of Abiola. This is not the era of Abiola. This is not the era when they used the military to do whatever they did. The world attention is now on Biafra and Nigeria and Oduduwa One Nation. And for the comment about DOS, if the system is breaking, that you cannot hear his voice as I'm talking now, some people cannot hear my voice, and that is technical issue. He have no power over the technical issue. And if he said he is coming 7 o'clock and he came late 30 minutes after the time, you cannot also blame him, because you do not know the difficulties he had in trying to connect, to make some connection, or put the radio or put the gadget on. A lot of people, when they come to my program, before they were able to go through and put all the gadget working, it takes a lot of time. And you see that a lot of people talking here, when I bring them on, their mic will not be talking, you will not hear their voice. They have to go back, and I will ask them to go back and close the this thing and on it again and click the link again. So before DOS will come online, it may be that he has some kind of difficulties in connecting those gadgets, and you don't expect him to come line when everything is not set. So if he come late, it is not based in considering the fact, for those who are very conversant with how this system works. I thank you for that. Okay. And somebody
I have something to say again. Like that, our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu secretary. Why is it that since the day that Mazi have been adopted in Kenya, he have not tweeted anything? I have searched for her. She have not retweeted anything. You know the girl that I'm saying. I don't want to mention her name. She's in US. She's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu personal secretary. Since all this while, she's not tweeting. I have not seen her tweet again. She's not retweeting anything. So I want to know why, and IPOB should focus on that side. Why she's not tweeting? Why she's not retweeting anything?
Yes, I believe if I will not be the one to answer on her behalf. The person you are asking for her tweet is alive and is at large there. So I will not be the one to answer on behalf of somebody that can speak for him or herself. The reason is best known to her why she's not tweeting. If she should be tweeting by now, why she's not tweeting should be, she should be in the best position to answer that question.
Okay, thank you,
Is
Mazi.
that okay? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your work. God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right. Ogechi, welcome to the program. Good afternoon, here.
Good afternoon. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, sir. Welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir. Mr. Simon, God bless you. I thank God for people like you, and God will continue to bless you. You have helped us. You have carried us in your shoulder, together with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I really appreciate, and I continue praying for you guys. May the God Almighty continue to bless you, protect you, your family, your children. And at the same time, I am thanking God for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who has sacrificed a lot. I think without him, we should have been in the dark. So God has used him, and I am so grateful that in his absence, you are there, giving us powerful encouragement. My contribution is this: we are not happy. I am not happy. And I don't want people coming to this social media talking nonsense. They're supposed to watch what they say. Stop giving information to indict or to, get our people, our people entangled. Whatever you say, think about it, double cross and check cross over your word before you present it.
Exactly.
Make sure whatever you say is good, at least that will give people, the encouragement, the power to move on. Yoruba people are encouraging their brothers. We must encourage our brothers. A lot of people will come over here trying to hear everything from you, trying to make you as if you are DOS, you are whatever. You are Mr. Simon Ekpa. You are doing the best. Have never seen, apart from our leader Nnamdi Kanu and some other people walking behind closed door, I have never seen anyone that put up his time, sacrificed his family, doing all this for us. So I must thank God for you, and I must keep on thanking God without even wasting my time. I will keep on thanking God on behalf of you and the entire, Biafran people. My own issue is this: I want everybody to stand up. It's time for us to stand up. There's nothing like sit at home. There's nothing like sit at home. Whatever anyone can do, let him do. Let us create awareness, powerful awareness that the whole world will hear. The whole world will, listen and stand up. So on that note, I must also say that those that are creating awareness, that try, including me, but we'll have to do more. This is the time. All the team Simon Ekpa has spoken to us. Mr. Simon Ekpa, you have did great work. So all the information you have given to us, this is the time for us to show ourselves that we will not fail this exam. So on that note, I really appreciate, and I'm so glad to get you for the first time. It's not easy to get hold of you, but I thank God for this opportunity, and I also encourage each and every one, especially, some of us in United States, some of us in London, some of us in South Africa, wherever we are, let everybody stand up and speak the truth. And speak the truth, because the truth is like a light. When the light comes, every darkness will separate. So let us speak the truth. The truth is that we are not Fulani. We are not other than Biafra. Let's stand for what we are. Let us be strong and not to go back. Let us not stop looking. We should stop looking for who to blame. There's nobody to blame. We are supposed to blame ourselves. Igbo people are supposed to blame themselves. If there's anything to blame, let us blame ourselves. Until we blame ourselves, then we know the next step. There's a mistake. It has happened. Then which way is the way out? That is what we're supposed to be thinking. And this is the rightful time for everybody to stand up and move. If you are not moving before, this is the time for you to move. If you are not saying something before, this is the time for you to say something. Thank you, sir. This is what I have. I hope it makes sense.
Thank you very much. It made a lot of sense indeed for a word of advice and encouragement. And this is what is needed at this particular point in time. We need to move. That's what we're doing. So this is getting interesting now, and we must not fail our leader. That is very important. He has done a lot. He has sacrificed a lot of things, and now we must not fail him. And let me also reiterate that for those who are thinking there is a vacuum anywhere to be able to, bank on that and do a lot of things, I will tell them that there is no vacuum in IPOB. Yeah, our leader will lead this struggle right from wherever he is, and that is the way it is going to be. We have had a lot of people who have done the same thing. Mandela did it. So many people did it, and they succeeded at the end of the day. We are going to make sure we don't disappoint him. We will not disappoint the Biafra people. God is in control. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is in control, and is going to lead this, and is going to give the direction, and we will follow that direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Right. I think I've actually exhausted my time. I'm going to be back again this evening, 7 p.m. Biafra time. For those of you who have not been able to speak, this is almost 3.5 hours. I will be coming back in the evening. So get yourself ready, share the news, share it that we are coming back again, and it is going to be also time for question and answer. We are coming back 7 p.m. Biafra time. Don't miss it. You're going to watch on Enter Biafra Channel 1. You're going to watch on YouTube. You're going to watch on other social media platform. 7 p.m. Biafra time, the next broadcast today. Thank you. See you then. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa Republic. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless IPOB Worldwide. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Oduduwa Republic. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless all agitators, both from Oduduwa and from Biafra. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Arewa if they will accept my prayer. See you.